Every step it takes, I know I
I'm
can
gonna
see
make
it.
it through.
And if I hold out,
I hold out.
I know that I will make it
What-
through. Be the
Yeah,
best. The
the
best
best.
that I can
I can be. Hear what I say to you.
whatever it takes, I can see it. I know. I know how. I know I can make it through. Hi, welcome to
Hi.
Powered by the House for our Monday Night
Yes.
Murders. If you were here for the past 24 minutes, you weren't. That did never happen. Shut up.
No, you weren't.
And
That we
in
erased from. And
in 7 days when this expires, this little blurb that we're doing will make no sense whatsoever. So,
good.
and in a boo boo stick your head and doo doo. Welcome to Monday Night Murder, everybody. Today we're talking about Degrassi.
Yeah, Degrassi.
Specifically Degrassi, The Next Generation, the series that ran from
Not
2001
any other
to
generation.
2015. Oh,
Not the
wow.
first generation. Not the last generation. Just the next one.
Just The Next Generation, like how we play Mass, The Next Generation. If it's The Next Generation,
Well,
it's gonna be great. Or wait, it's Mass,
actually,
The
yeah.
New Generation. Or A New Generation.
Yeah, it's Masks a new. It's not. Yeah, it's Masks a New Generation.
Oh, look, another TTV here. King Predator. That's...
Okay, well they can. I don't feel like looking that up.
King
Maybe
Predator.
they're a good, nice person.
I hope
I'm
so.
sorry.
Oh, they're live right now.
TTV.
Let me go see.
Hi, TTV King Predator. Sorry that I insulted you.
Wow, you
for
insulted them
having a
already?
name. Yeah, I said that I didn't like. Wait.
That's a different person. I think that's a different
What
person.
if it's? What if it's? What if it's Viking Predator?
I don't... I mean... Wait a minute. That is... It is Viking Predator.
I guess they didn't want TTV Viking Predator.
So they have... T... I mean, it is good, though. Because it looks like a TTV, but it does... It's... My dyslexia helps.
Oh, hey Viking Predator,
Hey.
that's to follow.
Thank you.
There we go.
We're gonna work together.
Sorry about all that.
You're the worst.
I know.
But yeah. So Degrassi, The Next Generation, is somewhat of a spin-off series of The Kids of Degrassi Street and The Kids of Degrassi High, which ran in, I think, the 80s and the 90s. And
Something
this
like
one
that, yeah.
follows the next generation of students at Degrassi High,
Yeah.
who are cool, radical 2000s kids.
Yeah. They're
Basically
kids
like
in
that.
the new year of 2001.
They're teenagers with
What?
attitude, if you will.
I mean, I guess that's technically correct.
Yeah. The next generation of the kids of Degrassi Street are kids with attitude, or teenagers with attitude. So
Yeah.
it is kind of it was kind of a merge of a drama of a high school drama and like an after school special, where it's like
Kind of.
it can talk about really deep and heavy things, but not in a uber preachy way, you know.
Yeah, it's not like very preachy or patronizing. Kind of like talking
And when
about
it
shit.
is like out to teach a lesson, so far from what we've watched, we've only watched season 1 or rewatched season
Yeah.
1.
Yeah. They don't. There's not really a. But it's gonna be okay. Right? It's this thing happened.
And yeah, it's very much a show where it's like, hey, shit happens and it sucked for you. Sorry. What was that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that
It's like, haha, we pranked our mean teacher,
And then-
and made her cry.
And she cried.
Like, why
and
didn't she
then-
show up for school the next day?
Right.
Hey, so Miss Kwan is not going to show up for the rest of the semester. She's taking a leave of absence because of all the stress of, working basically overtime and also having a husband that's dealing
Yeah,
with cancer.
that has cancer. And she's just stressed.
And you guys just were fucking awful
You guys
to
are
her.
bullying her.
The principal didn't say that, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of like it happened. Okay. No. Yeah, it just kind of happened, and they're like, yeah, and that's that now. Moving on, next plot arc. My blue blood. No. No. I didn't want it. I'll be able to hold it. I'm out of here. Ah! Fuck! Jesus Christ! Shit!
Run, run!
I really biffled that one. Yeah. What were we talking about before I got fucking... Ow! I'm an idiot. Why would I do that? I'm so stupid.
We were talking about Degrassi
Yeah.
and
What?
how it was the way it handles like stuff happening. I guess
Yeah.
is the
So,
best way I can describe
let's
it.
start off with... Let's start from... let's do setting. So, Degrassi takes place... At the first season, we've only finished the first season so far.
Yeah.
It takes place in the great year of 2001. Which...
In Canada.
Yeah, in Canada. That's very important. It's also in Canada.
Yeah, I feel like it's very important that it's in Canada.
Yeah. Which is, real good year for Canadians.
Yeah, apparently.
Damn, they are popping gems left. I haven't done shit but loot. God damn.
That's not true. You also, fucking slurped up a blue
Oh,
gusher.
yeah, my little bluey over there.
Yeah. I don't want to think about slurping bluey.
Oh, no. But yeah, so... Anywho. Oh, I'm oblivious, that's why.
You are pretty oblivious, yeah.
So, yeah, it takes
You
place
could say
in
you were
2001.
oblivious to the fact that you were oblivious.
I hate it here. I hate this stream. All I have for it is hate.
Anyways.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's in Canada. It's 2001. They're at a school. I
Yeah,
don't.
it's a public
Degrassi.
school as well, I believe.
Yeah, it's a public school.
Which I'm assuming
But it's like a Canada
Canadian
public school, so
is a lot better than American public school.
yeah, I guess.
Where an American public school is barely a school at a point, and more so just a prison that teachers also live in.
Yeah. Should we talk about the characters?
Yeah, let's get to the characters. So we start off with the first character that we really meet is we think she kind of starts off as a main character, but then it turns into more of an ensemble cast.
Yeah, she's the main character. She's kind of positioned as the main character of the first episode, but second episode forward, it is very much more of like an ensemble cast.
Yeah. So we meet Emma, who is a child of one of the original cast members of the Kids of Degrassi School.
Yeah. She was a teen pregnancy baby, raised by her now single mom.
Yeah. And her mom is like a super like third wave feminist in the early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah. So she's cool, I guess. We're cool with third wave feminists, right?
See you there, buddy. Yeah, third wave feminists are fine. What you doing? What you doing, bud? Okay.
Yeah.
Anywho, I'm about to pop that gem.
Yeah, they're fine. She's really into the environment.
Yeah, Emma's really about the environment. She loves to. She's an activist. Sometimes in the worst of ways.
Yeah,
Um,
she likes writing opinion pieces for the
yep.
school newspaper.
Yeah. She loves writing opinion
She'll
pieces.
do that. She'll do that. She loves an opinion piece.
Yeah, and it oftentimes is kind of it ruins a lot of things for her. Oftentimes.
Yeah, because the thing is, she loves sharing her opinion. No one else
No one
seems
has
to love it when. No one likes it. No one else loves it when she shares her
Yeah,
opinion.
no one likes when she hears their opinion because their opinion is usually rather rude. Let's go.
Yeah, like
Eagles.
she's not always. Her opinion's not always wrong, but she's never really nice about sharing it. She's always like, "This is stupid and wrong," and you should know about it. And sometimes she's right when she's like, "Hey, they're basically feeding us fucking Fox News for kids because it gave us free because they gave us free computers."
Yeah.
And then other times she is very blatantly wrong when she writes the opinion piece of cheerleader spirit squads are stupid sexist bullshit for shallow dumb idiots.
Yeah. Yeah, she can be Emma can be a real bitch sometimes.
Yeah. Liberty. Don't worry, Liberty will figure out who started that rumor.
You started the rumor, bitch.
It was
So
you!
Emma is the kind of the first character I meet. We also meet Emma's best friend Manny, who is
Manny, who's cool and amazing
she's
and
wonderful. I
really
love her.
chill, and I don't think she's ever done anything
She's
wrong
done,
in her
in
life.
our opinion, so far, she's done absolutely nothing wrong. She's great.
Yeah, I don't think she's done a single thing wrong.
Manny, aka Manuela, is she's a little Latino girl. She's like spunky and fun, and she's very loyal and stuff. Oh, there's the Felix. Thank you. You guys were great. You guys were amazing.
Thank you, Miss 93 and Viking Predator. Good game.
You
Thanks
guys
for
were
playing
amazing.
with us.
We fucking rocked that.
Yeah,
Sorry to the Wraith.
yeah. Feel sorry for this man.
Sorry to this man. Couldn't tell if he was farming. Oh yeah, I don't know. It felt like
I mean, maybe.
It felt like he started off trying to get us, and then he just kind of gave up and started farming. I don't know. I don't want to put like words in his. I don't want to be an Emma about him writing an opinion piece, but you know.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, but that's Emma basically. She's cool, I guess. She has a hard time seeing herself as in the wrong.
Yeah.
So
Manuela, however, is amazing.
Manuela.
She's perfect.
Great.
She can do no wrong.
She's
she
amazing.
just wants to have fun.
She's just hanging out.
She's literally just vibing.
Yeah. She's positioned as like Emma's best friend, and like she likes Emma, but she also kind of wants to be her own person.
Oh my god!
Oh look, another TTV, gnarly cap.
Wow, it's a TTV heavy day. Oh, they're
Yeah,
also
the
live
TTVs
right now.
are coming out of the TT woodwork.
The TT woodwork.
TT woodwork. Anyways,
I wish them luck if
yeah, so yeah, Manny is Emma's best friend, wants to do her own thing. That can cause some issues between them.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a sec.
Yeah, eventually. We'll get there one day.
Yeah.
And then there's like JT and Toby, and they exist.
They're also.
Anyways, on to the older kids. No,
they
I mean we
reasonable.
Yeah.
They're fun.
So Toby, I mean, you know, I'm just like joking or whatever. JT and Toby are great.
They're
They're
actually,
fucking
yeah,
idiots.
They're fun characters.
They're fucking dumbasses.
They're so
They're little fucking 7th grader.
Yeah, it's kind of a refreshing trope where it's like they're outcasts, but they're not. They're nerdy, but they're not like smart nerds. They're just fucking weird and have special interests.
Yeah, and like Toby is really good with computers.
Yeah,
he's like genuinely like very good with them. He can't spell for shit though.
Can't spell for it to save his fucking life.
Yeah. JT has like great people belt bells?
What?
The fuck am I talking about?
People Bell? Where do you get those?
Um, I'll
Well-
tell you when you're.
Welcome to Joel's People Bell Emporium.
Yeah, so he has great people skills. He's he's kind of charismatic, but more in like the way that he's like funny and witty and stuff.
Yeah, he's a class clown, but like has none of the
Yeah.
popularity
Yeah.
skills to go alongside.
He's not like popular or anything, but he's funny.
He's like a
But-
goofy kind of guy. Like he's not.
Yeah,
I would say
he's
more
a goofy
than
kind of
he's funny.
guy.
He's not funny because no one laughs
Yeah.
with him. They laugh at him.
Yeah,
He's just-
it's this thing of like he could probably be popular, but he doesn't actually even really care about. He doesn't care if
he
people
doesn't
like
care
him or
about-
not.
Yeah. He's just here to have
Yeah,
a good
like
time.
if he tried, he could be like a popular guy, but he doesn't want to. He just wants to be a fucking little weirdo.
Which I hope we see come up in the later seasons. All right.
Yeah.
This is Then we have let's
Then
clear out
there's-
the freshmen, the 7th graders first, and then we'll jump up to the 8th graders.
Yep. Yeah. Then there's Liberty. So the first thing that you need to know about Liberty, is she's a weeb.
She's a weeb, and
You wouldn't know about the thing is though, you wouldn't know about this unless you look at her water bottle or lunchbox, which have anime stickers
She
on
has
them.
anime stickers on everything, which means
Yeah.
she went out of her way to get that.
Yeah, because like I was alive in 2001, but I wasn't like, I was like a tiny little baby idiot who didn't know shit. So yeah, so like I can't really speak from the times that much, but I'm pretty sure anime stickers weren't exactly something you could just find at your local like Walmart or whatever.
To be
Wait, do they have Walmarts in Canada? I don't know. They
got
probably
it,
do.
Maybe. To be
Oh.
a anime fan in the early 2000s, when the internet was just becoming a thing, you had to really fucking work.
Yeah, you had to put in some legwork.
Like, the internet was brand new. People were just getting it in their homes for the first time.
Yeah,
It was not.
it actually had like images and shit, and wasn't just lines of text
Yeah, there was work to do.
and ASCII art.
There was work to do internet stuff. To be on the web was a big deal.
Yeah. But Liberty's thing is that she wants to be the perfect student,
Yeah.
top of the class,
She's goody, wants to be top of the
secretary on like the school class council thing.
Like, she's obsessed with having like that. She's that girl who wants that work.
Yeah.
She's gonna fuck us up.
He's working for it. He very much comes off as like, oh yeah, she also is like the editor for the school newspaper.
Yeah. Worth it! Let me down! Free me!
Oh!
Get away from me!
Leave me alone!
Worth it.
Okay, anyway. Yeah, she very much comes off as like, I am like so much more like mature and serious and logical than everyone else, but she's still good.
Yeah. Then we have our final 7th grader, who was actually supposed to be an 8th grader, but was held back.
Yeah. Yeah,
What?
because
Shut
of...
up. My ear. Fuck.
Calm the fuck down, girl.
Why are you back?
I wanna
Why are you back on me?
I wanna tell you a story. The end. Did you like my story?
No. Guess I'm going back up here.
You don't like my story. I'm not broke.
Just a warm-up match. Just a warm-up match.
I'm cool on that. Okay. Yeah, so Sean, he's kind of a bad boy.
He's a bad boy. He
He's
got
a
held back in
bad
the 7th grade.
boy. Nah, because I heard he, like, beat a guy up or something.
Yeah, it's because he beat a guy up, and we later learned that he beat him up so bad that he went deaf, I think.
In 1 year.
In 1 year.
I'm pretty sure.
Which is like, damn, Sean, chill.
Yeah, like, Sean...
How mad were you, dude?
I don't know. Yeah, he was originally, I think he was the thing, like, he was living with, like, one of his parents.
Yeah, it was his mom,
at, like,
and
someplace away.
she
Yeah.
allegedly has some kind of addiction issues.
Yeah. And right now he is living with his older brother, I believe.
Yeah.
Who's like old enough to essentially be a legal guardian.
Yeah. It's a whole deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the 7th grade class. Or at least the characters that we need to care about.
Yeah, everyone else in 7th grade.
We have the one
job or
8th graders.
8th graders.
So the supreme bitch 8th grader is she's kind of the Emma of the 8th graders. It is none other than what's that bitch's name? Ashley, that's right, yeah. Ashley.
Yeah, she is. So Liberty is the secretary of the student government thing. Ashley is the president. And she's been the president for the past couple of years.
Ashley is very much. She's the person that Liberty would want to be.
Yeah, she's popular. She's smart. Everybody likes her. She very much comes across as like, yes, she's the perfect great student. She gives the morning announcement.
Yeah.
She has
can do cold reads
a boyfriend named Jimmy who does basketball and is like
her boyfriend does
star
basketball
athlete.
Yeah. You're not gonna hit me like that.
And they have like a good healthy relationship.
Yeah, totally. It's so healthy. It's good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And she's also Toby's stepsister.
Yeah,
they do not get along.
They don't get along.
They don't like.
Yeah.
They don't like being family.
And I think it's really interesting. In 2001, we didn't just have one family of divorced parents. We had 2 families of divorced parents that then made a blended family, which is just like, wow, that's new.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're not really fans of each other, but they learn to.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like at first, they are literally making things pretty miserable for each other.
Yeah.
And then they have to be thrown into the thing of like, then they have to eventually come to the realization of like, why are we just doing things to make things miserable for ourselves?
Yeah. Nice. 1 gen left. Yeah.
So then
there's about Ashley. Fuck Ashley.
Yeah.
We'll get back to why.
Yeah. Then there's
Ashley.
Terry.
Terry, who is Ashley's, who is the Manny to.
She is Ashley's best friend. She's a little bit on the bigger side, and she has some feelings about that.
She's a plus-size girl. She's really, once again, very loyal, very supportive.
Yeah. She feels a bit she feels a bit more insecure about herself compared to like Ashley. She doesn't feel like she's kind of on the same level.
Yeah, and I will
even though everyone around her completely believes that she is.
Yeah, I will say this though. I think what makes Terry and Manny different from each other, from being like kind of the best friend types, is that Terry is less afraid to call a bitch out. Like Manny will hold her tongue to like spare the peace and just like Manny's like, I don't want to deal with the drama. I just want to move on. I'm tired of this. Terry's like, you're being a fucking bitch and you need to hear about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Terry isn't afraid to speak her mind.
Yeah. Now there are times where Terry's like, I don't want to get in the middle of the drama, but she definitely does have opinions on it.
Like,
and she'll talk about it to other people and then like come back to that person eventually. But like Terry's a great character as well.
Yeah, Terry's great. She's never really done. She also, like Manny, I think, is a character who's never done anything wrong. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing Terry has been is a victim.
What about the time she lied? What about when she lied about Arrow, MadHaus?
Oh yeah, that was really bad actually. We'll get back to that. Put a pin in
Yeah. Well,
the best thing about
that's less
Degrassi is
morally
all the
bad
characters
and
were
more
doing
bad.
things.
That's less like ethically, morally bad, and more like that's you don't
That's
mess
bad
with
medicine
that.
right there. You shouldn't be doing
It's
that.
bad medicine. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah. Then
let's talk about. Let's save the best for last. You know what I mean.
of course. So next there are the boys of 8th grade.
Jimmy, who is
Jimmy,
like basketball.
he's
all-star
Ashley's
boy.
boyfriend, basketball star. Rather, he's a well like guy. He's the male of the Ashley world, essentially.
Yeah, and
wait, no, he's the Ashley of the male world, I guess.
Yeah, and his thing is he is very, very sociable, very popular, but can also be very arrogant too.
Yeah, he definitely believes his own life. It's not necessarily to the point where he's not like an asshole to other people about it necessarily, but he definitely does have like a bit of an inflated opinion of himself.
Yeah, he's very much like, yeah, I'm the best, and I deserve to be
Yeah. He's nice to other people because he doesn't feel the need to prove himself over other people because he doesn't have to. Because he's already the best. So why would he try to prove he's the best that he obviously does? But then it comes a time where he does actually feel threatened. And he has to prove he's the best. And things don't go so well.
We have my favorite male character so far, Spinner. They don't call him Spinner for nothing.
No.
Spinner is it ADHD or is it ADD?
I don't remember.
He has some kind of like learning disorder, like an attention disorder.
It's one of the two.
And so he takes
he's
Ritalin
introduced
every
as kind of he's introduced kind of as like the bully character, but he's
a very realistic bully in the sense that he is just kind of like nasty to people, but not like he's not like actively targeting.
Yeah.
It's not like an 80s
he's not like
bully.
actively like harassing or tormenting people. He's just kind of he's just like he just does stuff because he thinks it's funny, and
yeah, he does things at the expense of other people because he thinks it's funny, not because he wants to hurt them. He's just like, haha, wouldn't it be crazy if I did this?
Yeah, so he's a bully, but he's not like a kind of more one of the more like actually like hurtful kind of bullies. He's more like
is what he is.
Yeah.
There goes the gate.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
He's not like he can be annoying, or he not annoying. Well, I mean, I guess he can be like annoying or upsetting. You can get like angry at sometimes, but he's not the kind of bully that like gives people fucking depression or
he's
whatever.
not traumatizing. Well, he's not
in the first season. He isn't.
Not in the
I can't speak for later seasons.
Yeah, so far he's done little wrong. He's fucked up and he's dumb. Oh shit! Oh fuck! I was eating apples.
Yeah.
Fuck! Woo!
Yeah. He has ideas of how he can go about to accomplish things that in his mind make sense. And you can see how they would make sense to him, but you can also see like this is not a good idea.
Yeah, it's like Spinner, why would you do this?
Like he has ideas and he acts on them, but he doesn't really think about the consequences. And he gets upset when the consequences happen.
Yeah. What? I didn't expect him to still be here. Damn it, I'm so stupid. Oh, I should have fucking waited. I should have waited. I'm so dumb for that.
But
I should have
yeah. But I mean, like, we've been talking a lot about kind of, yeah.
Well,
Alright, just to warm up.
the best character.
Well, no, we're not done with spin-off yet.
Oh yes, wait.
Because it's the thing that I want. Like, we've been talking a lot about, like, oh yeah, he's like, oh, he's the but the thing is, he's actually a rather supportive friend.
Yeah, he's a great friend.
It's only been touched on a bit, but he is genuinely interested in Terry.
Yeah.
He does like her. Like, yeah, he's not a bad kid.
He's a good boy. He's a nice good boy. He's a dumbass, but he's a good boy.
Yeah. I remember remember the whole thing of where, like, he just doesn't try he fails tests because he doesn't try, because deep down he's afraid that he won't be able to succeed. The reason why I'm pretty sure it's a thing about, like, I think it's a thing, like, he's been held back a few times.
Yeah, he's definitely got a thing of he's learned helplessness, where he just like, I failed so many times.
He's failing because he always says, like, oh yeah, I'm graduating for sure this year, but it's a thing of, like, he keeps getting held back because his grades aren't good enough, because he
doesn't believe he can actually do it.
Yeah.
Which is a very understandable kind of, like, character flaw.
No. But so it makes, like, when he actually does end up able to, like, graduate from the 8th grade at the end of the first season, it's like,
spoilers.
It's nice. What?
I said spoilers.
MadHaus, we're gonna be talking about, like, multiple different episodes. Wait, were you supposed to be doing a spoiler-free MadHaus?
No. It's like
okay,
a fucking... How old is the show? The first season is 22 years old.
Well... Okay, so shut the fuck up then.
The first season is, I think, as old as Maya, if not older. How old is Maya? Maya's 22, right?
Yeah. She's like a couple years younger than me, so yeah.
Yeah, and she's just as old as Degrassi.
Wow, I can't believe Degrassi came out like a few months ago.
Wait, when was Maya's birthday? She's a summer baby, right?
No, MadHaus, I was making a joke about Maya being like...
No, I'm also trying to remember what year. Maya was born in 2009, right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah, I think Maya was born a few months before Degrassi premiered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild. Don't want to think about that anymore. That makes me feel old.
You're old.
No!
Bitch. You're only like a few years older than her. It's not that bad.
Yeah. I'm in her voting, I'm in her census group for the population.
Yeah. As far as the government concerns,
as far as the government is concerned, we're the same. But yeah, so let's stop beating around the bush and get to the supreme character, the best character in the whole fucking show, and that is none other Paige motherfucking Michael Chuck.
Michael Chuck.
Paige is amazing.
He's great.
The new Dead by Daylight survivor is Paige Michael Chuck.
Is she good? No.
No. Is she a good person?
She's great.
Does she do good things? Debatable.
Sometimes.
But Paige is fucking amazing. Why do we love Paige?
Paige.
Where to start?
Paige. Well, one is that when she's dressing up, she's dressing out.
She's dressing out. And yes, it is 2001 fashion, but looking at everyone else in the scene and then her, she looks like she belongs in a different show. She belongs in a different show.
And she's not satisfied with doing this once a day with the outfit she puts on in the morning. He brings changes of clothes to school so that she can have multiple outfits over the course of the day. When does she change? Who knows?
And it's one of those things where it's never canonically said that she does this, but you just notice it happens. It's like, we're watching her, it's like, oh wow, that's a cute outfit that she has on.
In the same day, she'll just be in a different outfit.
Or it'll be like the same outfit, but things be moved around so that it looks like mostly different. And it basically is at that point. And it's amazing. She is the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, and the moment is her.
Paige motherfucking Microsoft.
She's not a good person,
No, she is not. She's
kind of.
definitely
No,
what did we say her alignment was?
her alignment is if you do what she wants you to do, then everything will be fine. Because for Paige, it's her way or the highway.
Yeah. Paige is she's a nightmare.
Yeah, she doesn't necessarily care. She will support other people if supporting them is
beneficial to her.
beneficial to her.
But she's not going out of her way to help people.
Yeah,
No,
and like she'll be friends with you, but that doesn't mean she's gonna fucking.
Yeah, she's not gonna be friends with you forever though.
Yeah.
Friends to Paige is a very specific thing. It's I do something for you maybe, and you do everything for me right now.
Yeah.
Paige is
and like
very close to being a sociopath, I would say.
Yeah, and then like she is nice to some people. She does support some people. She's supportive for some people. Because when it's not
she has a strong moral code.
Yeah, like when it's not something that's like in the way of like what she wants, it's fine with it. She doesn't have a problem with it.
Paige Michelchuk is in 2001. She's a feminist. She supports gay people. Like she supports like women's liberation. Like she is a very strong and specific moral code. But it's like don't get in her way though. She also has her own code that she follows.
Yeah. She is willing to do whatever it takes.
She will make it through.
She's gonna make it through.
If she holds out, she knows she can make it through.
Yeah, that song is about Paige Michelchuk.
Yeah. So now we have the characters. We talked about the setting. We talked about the whole setup and whatnot. Wow, that's embarrassing.
And for this show, like the thing is that it goes places, and it doesn't stop going places.
Yeah, it's very much. It just like from the first episode on, it just slams on the gas and it just keeps him from killing someone. Are you serious?
So the first episode, just as like a somewhat tone setter, is that so I will have to say.
Emma has a home computer.
Yeah, Emma has a computer. It's like so cool. It's the computer. It's technically the house computer, but it's in her room for whatever reason.
Yeah, because mom's not cool. She's old.
Yeah, she didn't know how computers work.
Only cool cats and kids and radical teens use computers in 2001, baby.
Yeah. And she has a friend that she's like emailing, and she's gonna meet up with him.
It's a boy.
Oh my gosh, and like this might be a boyfriend.
He likes her, and he's into environmentalism and stuff, but
he's like into all the same things that he's into.
But Ava, reminder for the audience, this is 2001, and the internet is a much more dangerous place than it is in post-COVID 2023.
Yeah.
The internet was basically acted as a place where it's like, wow, this is now a new way to traffic people. Amen for us pedophiles. That's what happened when the internet got a big space.
Well, speaking of pedophiles.
Yeah, we need our first one in the first episode of the season.
Yeah, so that her boyfriend is a, like, older man. Like, not older man, he's, like, more younger, middle-aged.
No, her boyfriend, she thinks he's a teenager.
No, I know. I'm saying who he actually is. I'm not saying who she is, I'm saying who he actually is.
Like, yeah, so, well, let's ease people in. So yeah, she's talking to this boy, but he's actually an adult man, grown-ass man, who's trying to, he's got his little camcorder, and he's, ready to do stuff to a child. that I don't know if we're allowed to say on Twitter. He's a pedophile.
Yeah, he's gonna do something.
God damn it! So close. Yeah, but luckily Emma's friends.
Luckily, her friends
and Toby.
Yeah, because Toby is a computer whiz. He answered her emails and was able to suss out that this guy was a pedophile.
Yeah, they hacked into his emails. Then they rallied the parents, or her parent, who was at a high school reunion for the kids of Degrassi High, the original series back in the 80s and 90s.
Which I will say, there's a plotline featuring those characters that is like very prominent. Honestly, the Emma stuff is kind of the B plot.
Yeah.
So the first episode, I will say, is not very accessible to new.
It is still a good episode, I will say.
It's still very good.
Very fun.
It just assumes that you know who a lot of the characters are.
It assumes that you know and care.
Yeah, which I did neither. I did not either. Thankfully, they only show up for the first most of them only show up for the first episode.
And they
the other ones who continue on, the other ones who continue on are like two of them, who is like a teacher
and the mom,
and the mom, and they're mostly side characters going forward. Yeah, so it's fine.
And they're kind of like Easter eggs, anyways, so they're fine. They're fine. But yeah, so that was the first episode, and it was a solid episode. It really set the tone of what this show was gonna be, because the first episode was, hey, she's a 7th grader, and she's not even a 7th grader yet. She's going into 7th grade. The summer is ending.
Yeah.
And she's about to get fucking trafficked. About to get essayed and trafficked by this criminal from the internet. And that's just the first episode. And let me tell you, it keeps hyping. It gets crazy.
I mean,
like
for a moment, it does slow down a bit. Like the next episode is just like introducing you to all the new characters, and then it's like, I think it's something like, it's the thing of like Toby and Ashley fighting because they don't like each other.
Yeah.
And it's mostly introducing you. It's mostly fleshing out the side characters we have and introducing you to like the 8th graders. So it's mostly focused on like Ashley, Toby, and JT.
Yeah, I think the second episode.
Is that also the one that does stuff?
That was the election, right?
Yeah. Because I couldn't remember if the Terry and Spinner stuff also happens in that.
Oh,
I think
no, that happens before. Okay, so let me pull up an episode, guy. This is.
Yeah, I'll pull up it because the episodes are fairly episodic. It's not really serialized all that much.
But there are like certain things that happen to characters where.
But there is like there's not really an overarching plot, but there is like continuity.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Which girl?
I mean, I would have to say that honestly, as far as shows go, that's a structure that I really kind of like.
Yeah, I kind of vibe. God damn it! Are you serious? Oh my god! Girl, what are you doing?
Can I say some? Can I talk for more than 2 fucking
seconds? Get over here! You go get on that Jin right now. I don't care if he's over there. Yeah. So the first episode is high school reunion and the internet creep.
Oh, apparently, the first episode is a 2-parter, actually.
It's what?
I forgot about that. It's a 2-parter.
Oh, that's right. Fuck. Ada Wong, I swear to God. Oh no, thick boy. Oh god, we're the only 2 people left alive? Oh shit. I've been so deep into the
Okay, so the next episode is the presidency one.
Yeah, which is a very fun episode. So Ashley and Toby are step siblings. They despise each other, and so basically Toby's dad divorced his mom because his mom and dad just don't get along. Ashley's mom divorced her dad for unknown reasons as of yet. It's not really gone into.
Yeah.
We just know that both their parents divorced, and now their parents are together. Toby's dad is dating Ashley's mom.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got like a cute little blended family dynamic. The parents are just like the parents are trying to do their best with like getting their kids to get along, but they're like
not working.
It's not working at all. But they're trying badly.
God bless them.
God bless them. They're working. They're working hard. Dishonorable. But yeah, so Ashley is obviously running for president, and so bitch, you spooky fuck. Ashley is running for president, and she's just like, she has no competition. And so Toby's like, well, that's not fair. That's not democratically fair. She should have someone to run against it. And everyone's like, well, she's going to win anyway, so what's the point of having anyone run against her?
And, yeah, and so Toby gets the brilliant... Yeah, I saw that.
That was great. I love it.
So Toby gets the brilliant idea of having JT run as, like, a joke candidate, and that he can just, like, bow out at the last second. If he... The problem is that JT becomes too popular.
Yeah.
And it seems like he actually has a chance of winning.
He's capable of being popular, he just never applies himself.
Yeah, and the problem is that Toby, while he initially says, like, oh yeah, JT, we'll get you... You'll just, like, bow... Because JT has no actual interest in doing this. He's only doing it because he thought it would be funny.
Yeah, he likes a good joke. But Toby starts taking it very seriously. And JT's like, whoa, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah. And then Ashley, who, for her, being the president is very important for her.
It means everything to her.
Yeah, it means so much to her. Is literally willing to fucking bribe.
Yeah, she was gonna
literally willing.
Well, first she brought the bully Spinner to threaten him, while she paid
that didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah. Trying to think. Yeah, but things work out. They have a nice chat.
Yeah, and they broke
for a moment, Ashley's gonna admit to the bribery because she's like, oh, this is unethical, but also...
Hey! Hello! Shit!
And it seems like, no one's gonna get what they want.
What? Hello? Wait, I stood up out of it? What? I saw that, right? I went to the trap, he hit me, and then I stood up out of the trap. That was... Is that
Were you injured when you went into the trap?
I walked into the trap, and he hit me.
Yeah, were you injured before you went in?
I was pulling out.
So I guess getting injured knocked you out of the trap.
No, when you're in the trap and you get injured, you go into the dying state. I'm not doing
I guess the game just bugged.
That was weird. Anywho, hey buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of mean. Why'd you do that? I don't understand what important that was. Okay.
Yeah.
Like a man
yeah, so Toby and like I said, the next episode, next one is Terry and Spinner are kind of into each other. They're going to the dance. Paige wants to date Spinner for some
Paige
reason.
wants to date Spinner because somebody else wants to date Spinner. Paige wants what other
basically.
people have because
And so Paige tricks Terry into getting drunk before it, and
Yeah, she
she
gives her a bunch
steals
of
Spinner,
wine.
and Spinner and Paige date for a bit, but they're not actually all that into each
Yeah,
other.
they're like kind of like flirting with each other and dancing around, but they're never like they never really like get together, you know.
Yeah, they never really have any
But
chemistry.
from that point on,
Like,
Carrie
Spinner
and
doesn't
Spinner
really
never
seem
really
into
did.
it all that much.
Hello.
Next one is Parents' Day. Toby is upset because both his parents are going to show up to it.
And his parents
And,
suck together.
yeah. Because his parents are literally, like, cannot help themselves but to constantly bicker and argue with each other.
They
And it's
are
the thing of, like, he genuinely he loves both of his parents, but he hates them together.
Yeah, they're just not good together.
Yeah. And he has this where he's like, he does like both of his parents. He does want them to both be there. He just doesn't want them there together. Because when they're together, they fight. And it is embarrassing. And it's, like, horribly embarrassing for him.
Worth it. Get out of here. Try to find Patch. Good luck. But yeah, so it's a mess. Also,
Yeah.
The B plot is that Toby's mom is like a talent agent of some sort.
She's a talent agent.
And so Ashley and Paige are both like competing for her attention to be like, oh yeah, we want to get into like acting or modeling or whatever. And yeah, it's fucking silly because she's like, I'm not here for that. I'm here to, you know, do my thing with my son.
Yeah. Also a thing, I forgot that this was the episode. This is the episode where, Fox News for Kids is a thing, and they do some racist shit or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Where they basically, there are these fucking, like, oh yeah, there are these kids who, like, have window washing equipment, and they'll go up to, like, people with parked cars
and they'll start
like,
washing their windows and then force them to, like, pay because they've already done the service without asking.
And they're like, oh, these terrible people, and Emma's just like,
they're or something. Send them back to their own car wash.
And Emma's just like, these are all, like, poor brown people.
Which Emma makes a good point. It makes a really solid good point.
Like, they're all poor brown people who are just trying to get by. I don't see why you have to be so fucking assholeish to them.
And she ends up getting into a bit of an argument with Sean's older brother / caretaker.
Yeah. Who, he's not really supportive of NAK, which is what the thing is called. It's called News.
Yeah.
But he believes that because the thing is, the school has computers because of an agreement with NAK. So, like, they agreed to play NAK stuff, and NAK don't have computers. He and Sean don't have a computer at home.
Yeah, so they are those people that are in need.
He's like,
and was like, oh.
Yeah, he's like, we are in need right here. We need those computers. If they stop playing it, they could lose those computers.
She's very much an Angela Death at times.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we need to help these people here. Well, what about the people we were supposed to be helping before? Fuck them. Anyways, back to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a whole thing. But at the end of the episode, nothing much really changes. Emma keeps writing her opinion pieces. The only thing that really changes is Toby's parents come out more understanding of why he also struggles from their divorce and their constant conflicts with each other. And so they both kind of work together to make more peace. And in this end, now can also help him grow further because, you know, he can't spell for a damn. Damn, he can spell to save his fucking soul.
Yeah.
Which is brought up because he writes a letter home to both his parents to, like, kind of get them to not attend and has it sent, like, as though it's from the teacher, and he, like, photoshops, like, the signature on it and stuff. And then while both his parents are reading it, they're like, Man, our kid is fucking illiterate.
Yeah, because he could not. A lot of those words were not spelled right.
Yeah.
So yeah. So next one is the mating game.
The mating game. Is that the dance one?
No, the dance one was fucking
Oh yeah,
4.
sorry.
We already talked about the dance one. The one about fucking.
Oh yes. So they have a sex ed specialist come to Degrassi High, only to talk to the
Yeah,
eighth
and
graders.
actually give some like very expositive
Yeah. So
stuff where they're saying like we're not telling you not to have sex. We're just saying like do it safely and make sure like if you're going to, make sure you're like ready for it, not just physically because you are ready for it physically, but also like emotionally and mentally and all that.
And
like,
so
yeah.
it's very interesting because from an American perspective, sex education in American public schools, it's like, don't do it, you'll die, you'll get disease. Here's a bunch of pictures of diseased genitalia, don't have sex.
Yeah.
That was my experience. It was like, condoms exist, birth control exists, but the best way to do it is to never have sex. And you shouldn't, and you don't.
Yeah. My sex education was not too different. It was essentially like, this is sex. This is like condoms and shit. But they always made sure to stress that the only way to 100% never get STDs or get anyone pregnant or whatever was to never have sex at all.
Yeah, don't have sex. Yeah, it was very much focused on sex is all about reproduction. And this time, like in this show, it was saying like, oh yeah, sex is a thing that people do. Like it never talked about. It's like yeah, it has the potential of doing this, but that's not what it's about. Which was such.
Yeah.
In 2001, as an American like kid watching that shit, it was just like, what? Sex isn't about making babies. It's actually, they're like, it can be recreational. Like it was just a wild thing.
Yeah, and MadHaus was like, well, don't mind if I do.
And then I turned gay.
Yeah. Anyways, so basically what happens is that Jimmy and Ashley are essentially peer pressured into not having sex with each other, but like moving that direction.
And they're like, oh yeah, what if they're gonna leave you or blah blah. Like Paige does her thing where she's being Paige, and she's like, oh yeah, you should.
Basically, she makes it. She implies that like, oh, if you don't have sex with
broken.
Jimmy,
I can't heal you, David. I can't heal you. You're broken. You're broken. You're broken. I can't heal you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Basically, Paige implies to Ashley that if you don't have sex with Jimmy, he's going to leave you for me because I will have sex with him.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. He fucking stepped into his own trap. Oh my god!
What the fuck?
What the?
Run! What the fuck? What the fuck, man? I don't.
Oh my god!
What is happening?
How did any of that just happen?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Also, why does your game look like it's fucking Borderlands right now?
I don't know. Don't worry about that. Unimportant. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so Paige is like, I'm gonna fuck your boyfriend or whatever. And so Ash's like, okay.
Yeah, so Ashley's like, oh no, I better fuck my boyfriend.
And Spinner's
and Jimmy's like, and Spinner's just like, oh wow, your girlfriend's gonna fuck you. That's like so cool.
And Jimmy's then, like, I don't know if I really want that. And he's like, but you're a boy, man. You're like a guy.
You gotta. It's literally the ultimate gift.
Yeah, he calls it the ultimate gift, which is so fucking gross.
Yeah. Like, really? That's the... I mean, my asexual ass is sitting over here like, really? That's the ultimate gift? Sex?
Rat, bitch, bastard.
Like,
Get away from me.
like it's like yeah, sex is cool and all, but like I don't know if I would call it the ultimate
Yeah,
gift.
it's not like it's fun, but it's not all that.
Yeah.
It's a very it's a very like all things considered, it's a very short-lasting gift compared to other things. There
Yeah.
are definitely better and more
Look.
long-lasting and enduring gifts.
Look, I would say that I wouldn't really like sex as a gift the same reason that I don't really like food as a gift.
It runs out.
Is because yeah, you eat, like, I don't like food as a gift because you eat it and then it's gone, and then you have nothing. And you can be like, oh, it's an experience or whatever, and it's like, it's fucking eating. I don't know if that counts. Anyways, so they're about to have sex, they get, like, condoms and everything. Fucking Ashley buys her online through, like, a discreet service. Jimmy goes to buy his at, like, a fucking gas station.
Yeah. God damn it.
But they're both responsible because both of them buy condoms, because they're like, oh, the sex ethic curves, and said that it's both of our responsibility.
Yeah, it's both their responsibility to have protection and do it as safely as possible.
So, like,
because it takes two to tango, baby.
They don't really want to have.
Oh my god.
They don't really want to have sex, but also, like, they're very responsible and safe about it. Anyways.
Yeah, it's really amazing, honestly.
Yeah. But anyways, so they're about to do it, and then they're like, okay, actually, you know what? No, I don't really want to do this. And then Jimmy's like, oh, thank God, I didn't want to do this either.
They end up doing so cute.
They blow up the condoms like balloons,
and they just like kind of like set them off like little like big like fucking like little condoms flying around the room. It's kind of hilarious. It's really cute.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's that episode. It's like a nice. So, anyways, the next episode is episode 7, The Basketball Diaries.
That episode is fucking crazy. I feel like that episode set a tone in Degrassi that really shows, oh yeah, this show is ready to get a little wild and like just not like it really set up the thing of like bad things happen to these characters and they just have to go to school the next day and that's it. You cannot be healed. You are broken. What do you not have? You have a perk that makes you broken. I cannot heal you. That's not how it works. Oh shit. Hello. Yeah, anyways, the Basketball Diaries. This shit is insane. So,
yeah,
Jimmy
we'll give the B plot first, because the A plot is the whole fucking plot.
Yeah.
So the B plot is that Liberty, and so Liberty is getting kind of jealous that people really like Ashley, are like really complimenting Ashley for like the things she says in the morning announcements.
Because Liberty writes
but Liberty writes the morning announcements, and she's like, I'm the one telling all the jokes, you just read it.
Yeah, and Liberty's like, that's not fair that you get all the credit. I'm like, and she makes a good point. It isn't fair that Liberty, that Ashley gets all the credit when she does, like, 50%, if not more.
Yeah. But Liberty does have far where she's like, a fucking monkey could do your job.
Yeah.
All you do is read words off a screen.
And the only reason she says that is because like, someone else gives her that, they plant that in her head. Who was it who did that?
Yeah.
Who said it?
I think it might have been like JT or something, I don't remember.
It's like a monkey.
Yeah, so Ashley, like, is like, wow, you know what, if you're fucking easy, you do it.
Yeah, you do it.
And then, Liberty does it, and she's, you know, she really fucks up, because it's not easy. It is not easy. And she basically becomes like a laughingstock in front of the entire school. And Ashley does, like, is like, yeah, you, like, is kind of like, yeah, I get that you're, like, yeah, it's still, still, yeah, like, I showed you that, like, you know, it's harder than you think, but also, you don't deserve
Yeah, you
this
don't
much
deserve to be
from
humiliated
it.
and scared out of school. So she actually helps her
Yeah.
go on
Yeah.
and do better at it.
Yeah,
It's
she
like,
gives her
how
like
about
some tips about like how to perform, and Ashley does an alright job, and at Liberty does an alright job, and Ashley's like, yeah, you'll be fucking great at this after I leave.
Yeah, once I graduate, you're the president.
Yeah. Now, anyways, that's the B plot. The A plot. So, Jimmy is going into he's already in basketball.
Yeah.
But the problem is that,
it's junior varsity.
yeah. So he's basically at risk of getting kicked off the team once they're bringing new people on. Because his grades aren't up to snuff because he's struggling.
Focusing too much on basketball.
He's struggling doing basketball and his homework at the same time, and whenever he tries to focus on one, the other suffers.
Yeah.
Spinner, who's been taking Ritalin this whole time, is just like, wow, dude, that sucks. And,
really
Jimmy has been Ritalin, and I mean, it like supercharges your brain, but because I have like ADD or whatever, it actually calms me down. And Jimmy is like, wow, I want one. And Spinner is like, no man, this is my, I need to take this, and this is my last pill.
For nothing. What do you not get about that, dude?
Yeah, like, this is his last pill, like, he gives it to him, it's not like he can just, like, take one and then, like, get some more when he gets home or whatever, like...
He has a limited amount of pills that he takes a day, and he has earned the ability to be able to take his pills,
like, independently, he has, like, a timer, and when it goes off, he takes them, and he's very cool about it. But Jimmy essentially peer pressures him into giving him a pill.
Yeah.
And Jimmy takes it, and yeah, he does manage to finish his paper on time, and then he plays basketball, and he fucking wins them the game. But he's a horrible team player.
And he injures somebody by fouling his own team.
Yeah, Sean actually, because Sean was trying to team, and Sean was good enough to get off. And he literally like, fucking injures Sean's leg through the wall and make the win shot.
Yeah.
So he gets kicked off the team because of it. Meanwhile, Spinner, because oh fuck! Oh my god, this is like the third trapper you've gotten today. What the fuck?
It's rough. It's a trapper heavy day. Trap queen.
Huh. Yeah, by Fetty Wap.
By Fetty Wap.
Quick, Mad, swing off! Swing off! Swing off!
Join us next week as Fetty Wap is our special guest player.
I wish. I don't even know who Fetty Wap is. Anyways. Yeah, so basically also Spinner is, because he hasn't taken his meds, he starts acting out a lot more than he should.
Yeah.
And getting in trouble when he gets a bit too hyped and moons the entire fucking crowd.
And Spinner's the assistant coach of the basketball team, so he's kind of like the water boy.
But no, he's not assistant. He's the manager.
Oh, he's the manager. Yeah, he needs an assistant.
Yeah, which basically just means that he brings like towels and water bottles and stuff.
Shit, yeah.
But he like doesn't actually. He like again, Spinner is actually very responsible.
He's very responsible. He's really good because he does his meds.
Yeah, he like Spinner's the fucking like class clown and stuff. But when he has it's like when he has responsibilities that aren't like schoolwork.
Mm-hmm.
He actually like is really on the ball about it.
Yeah, and so Spinner moves the crowd, and he gets called to Principal Radich's office. And Jimmy is in the locker room. Is like, yeah, I did it. And he's like, Jimmy, you're off the team because you fucked up. And
yeah.
Spinner,
and then Spinner, who basically like, fucking bless his heart, he doesn't sell his boy out.
Yeah, because he's
he
in a
lies.
Spinner is the best kind of friend in the worst kind of way.
Yeah, he just says that like he forgot to take it, basically.
Yeah, and so they're like, well, now you have to take it in the secretary's office every time, which is he has to take it.
Yeah.
It's 3 times a day because it's every 3 hours.
Yeah.
Which is like it's embarrassing because he worked so hard to
Yeah.
get to the point where he could just take it on his own.
Yeah.
And that's how it ends.
And that's the end of the episode.
That's the end. There's no recovery. There's no, man, I really feel bad about it. It's like, no, you're off the team. You have to take your meds in the office. Hey, Liberty, you can do this job now. And that's it. That's how it ends. And it's just like, shit just happens.
Yeah.
And they just have to keep going to school the next day. It's like, there were consequences, but it wasn't like the consequences, like, it made sense. It wasn't, like, ridiculous or super dramatic or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really good episode. Fucking Basketball Diaries.
Yeah. Yeah. Next episode, Secrets and Lies.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
So, this is when we learn about why Ashley's parents got divorced.
Yes.
So her dad is coming back home from Europe, where he does his job.
Hey, before you go on.
Yeah.
This is probably one of my favorite episodes of the first season.
It's very good.
It is so
also
fucking wild and so good.
Also, it reveals Ashley is kind of more of a bitch than we thought she was.
Ashley is actually kind of a real bitch. Like we knew she was a bitch, but she's like a real fucking bitch in this episode. So
yeah, she was awful. So basically, what happens is her dad comes home from Europe, and she's happy because she loves her dad.
Yeah, her dad's like a traveling journalist, right?
Yeah, something like that. And her dad and her mom, despite being divorced, like, still get along really good.
And they set
like,
us up. They set us up real good because they kiss and they hug and they're very close to each other. And meanwhile, like, Toby's dad, who is married to this woman, is like kind of like just whatever. And it's just kind of like, what's going on here? Because it felt really weird. Because it's like, why is he? But they're like still acting like they're actually a couple. And it's like, oh, Ashley, go inside. I want to talk to your father real quick. It's like, okay. And Ashley's like walking, it's like, oh my god, my parents are about to get back together. I'm about to get out of this stinky ass house with stinky ass Toby and his stinky ass dad. Like, this is gonna be the best day ever for me. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
That does not happen.
Yeah, it does not happen. She tries to talk to her mom about why aren't you gonna get back together with dad? I don't understand.
Yeah,
you guys like get together really real.
And
he's like, yeah, we could, and like we do still love each other and all that, but like it's just not gonna work. And she's like,
what?
Well, what is
he gay or something? And her mom's like, well,
well,
funny you say that.
Because it turns out her dad is gay.
Is this a fucking Legion? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it sounds like a Legion.
I got nothing but Legions and Trappers today. Like, I have had no other killers. Oh my god.
Yeah, oh, fuck it. Must be something with, like, the, must be something to do with the,
the
challenge, I guess. The rift. I mean, I guess. Yeah, so her dad is gay. She talks to her dad about it, and her dad's like, yeah, I'm gay.
Yeah, I'm gay.
Sorry, I didn't tell you before, but
he was like,
I thought it'd be best to, like, wait until you're older.
Yeah, you want to wait until you're older.
And, like, so you'd be able to understand it.
And
better.
Ashley kind of pops off. She's like, what the fuck? She's like, you should have told me before. And so, obviously, me and Ava
it's like,
watching this.
On one hand, that is true.
But we also have a privilege. We're watching this in the 2020s. When things are not great, but definitely better for queer people than they were in 2001.
Yeah.
In 2001, don't ask, don't tell was still a thing in America.
Mm-hmm.
The AIDS epidemic had just ended. Ended, quote unquote. Queer people were eradicated by a fucking plague, basically. Things were horrible. People could lose their jobs, be jailed, whatever.
Yeah, we did not, because, like, we didn't have, like, because the internet was still kind of, you know, fairly early on, we didn't have, like, the widespread, like connectedness of
Yeah,
like
the internet wasn't a
finding,
thing.
like,
People didn't have community. There were houses of homeless youth and shit.
yeah. Like being able to like share information about this stuff was a lot fucking harder.
Yeah. And so like,
yeah.
it was a thing of like, oh yeah, you should have told me when you were younger. It's like, that makes sense now in the 20s. Back in 2001, that didn't make sense because it's a safety thing. That man could have been dead the next day if he told his daughter that he was gay.
Yeah.
Especially with how she reacted.
Yeah, because the thing actually reacts really bad, especially when she finds out that he has a boyfriend. And he's like, and basically her takeaway from this is, you lied to me, and you're tearing my family apart just so that you can be gay.
Just so you can be gay. Hashtag tear family apart.
Yeah, she's like, he basically is like her dad. The way she's acting is like her dad chose to be gay to destroy her family or something like that.
It's extremely homophobic. It's very, very homophobic.
Yeah. One thing we learned, because so basically Paige kind of susses out that Ashley's dad is gay. Yeah, because at first Paige is like, oh, your dad is kind of hot, I'd like him. And she's like, wait a minute, if he's hot, how is he supposed to think that?
Yeah, Paige is the best character in a genius. She's like, your dad's hot, and he's still single. Like, how does he have a good job? He's very attractive. Because Paige sees her dad for the first time, it's like, oh my god, DILF. Like, Paige is into her dad. Paige is that kind of person. And she's like, your dad is hot, he's got a great job, he travels, he's super cool, he's a bachelor, why is he still single? And he's like, he has a child, like he's old enough to be with somebody. Why is he still single? And she's like, have you ever considered that your dad might be gay? She cracks the fucking code with no one giving her any information. She picks up nothing.
And wanna know how Ashley responds?
Ashley said she throws chocolate milk on her white top.
It was awful.
Middle of the cafeteria, the start of the school year. It's hot.
It's horrible. You don't even know. You don't know anything.
Yeah, she's like, mind your business.
Page's reaction is, her brother is gay.
Yeah, Paige is like, she's like, it's the first time that we ever really see Paige express like a very confused, like heartbroken, because this is the one time that we saw Paige do something out the kindness of her heart without some kind of ulterior thing of, I'm trying to be catty or fuck you over it.
Because her reaction is that her brother is gay. She was just trying to help.
Yeah. She knows how hard it can be to have a gay family member, and how hard it is for gay family members to even live. Like, she's in the know, she's aware. And honestly, we figured out, we kind of did it retroactively. We were like, that makes sense why she dresses the way she does. She's like, always so fashionable, whatnot. It's like, she has a gay brother. Of course she
of course she does.
she has a gay brother in 2001.
And then we also kind of retcon into why she kind of is a bit bitchy towards everyone, because she's seen the fucking awful shit of the world that she's
how
had.
bad it can get for kids.
I don't give a shit about it. Fuck all this shit.
Yeah, Paige is a bitch because she's like, why would I sit around here and wait for people to give things to me when I know I could end up like my brother and everything can be taken from me in an instant just because someone doesn't like how I exist or the kind of person I am. And it's great. But yeah, Ashley's a bitch to Paige. She throws chocolate milk on her white top at the start of the school year. It's basically still summertime. It's hot as fuck. So that milk's gonna stain. It's gonna stink. It's horrible. It's a horrible insult.
The episode basically just ends with Ashley being upset at her dad and stuff.
There's no. There's one more thing. She continues to be angry at her dad, and she vents about it to her best friend Terry. And Terry, we tried to mention this earlier, Terry is from a single-parent household because her mother passed away. So she has, she's
like, at least you fucking have a dad.
Yeah, so Terry's like, she's like, you have a stepdad, you have a mother, and you have your real dad, who are all in your life. They all care about you, and they all love you.
And also, there is her dad's boyfriend who fucking not really, like, apparently, backstory, had, like, gone to the zoo with her and, like, ate dinner at their
Took
family
him out
house.
to dinner,
And
was a great guy,
it's
had
like,
a fun laugh.
and it's the thing of, like, oh, you're, like, leaving our family behind for some guy. It's like, no! He's trying to integrate this guy into the family.
Yeah, he's trying to get you to like him because he's a great guy. He loves this man, and he's trying to make sure that, like, hey, this is the guy that I love. I want you to be, like, comfortable around him. And it's just
because fucking Paige is over, or Terry's over here like, bitch.
Bitch, you got 3 fucking dads. What are you complaining about?
You got a mom and 3
Rebecca.
dads. I got 1 dad, and that's it.
And that's it. I don't have the choice of having other parents. I have this, and that's all I've got. Rebecca. Turn around, please. Rebecca.
Oh,
The sloppy butcher is taken out. Help me. God damn. Gaze walks so damn fast you can't see what's behind him. Shit.
Fucking hell. Anyways. Anyways, meanwhile,
Oh, there's a B plot, that's right.
Yeah, Liberty has a crush on JT. JT pretends to be gay because he's not interested.
And Liberty's like, okay.
He's really kind of phobic about pretending to be gay.
Yeah, he does the limp wrist like, hey girlfriend. Like, it's very bad. Very bad at being gay. And Liberty's like, you know what? I'm upset about it because I don't get to date the boy that I like. But
also, he was kind of a
yeah. But Liberty eventually is like, you know what? I'm not gonna be an evil bitch about this because I'm not Ashley. I'm gonna stand up for people who deserve rights. And she goes out of her way to be like, oh yeah, listen JT, you're gay and I want to support people like you in the community. And so she's like, I want to do like an interview. Are you comfortable doing an interview? Like coming out as like an out person in Degrassi and whatnot, because as far as you're the only gay student and blah 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 blah. Go ahead and let me up.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, no, don't do that. I'm actually not gay. And she's like, you would rather tell me that you're gay than that you're not interested.
And it breaks her. It fucking, like, that's a fucking mean thing to do to someone, really.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, that's that episode.
Yeah. What's next?
Next, coming of age.
What was it?
So, E-plot, Emma gets her period and feels weird about it. Paige makes her feel better. She stands up for herself in front of her class. Because of stuff. Because, like, she has a white skirt on. When
she's wearing a white skirt. She just got it. Oh, so the thing is, she got the white skirt at the mall with her mom, and some old ass man catcalled Emma, and so her mom's like, "What the fuck?" And of course, mom's up she's up in arms because her daughter almost got fucking sex trafficked, like at the beginning of the season. So it's like she's like, "How dare you? Don't talk to my fucking daughter like that." And she tells her, she tells Emma, she's like, never let a man make you feel bad about being a woman, right? Something along those lines. It's a very beautiful lesson. Like it's done very well. And so Emma carries that forward, and she gets her. She's like flirting and doing her thing, blah blah blah, Emma stuff. And she has a presentation to do with Manny, and she gets this like cute little white pencil skirt, and then her period hits for the first time. And she
gets her
in the white skirt that she just got.
So basically, she goes to the bathroom. She changes.
She's like, Manny, go find me some shorts to wear and stuff. And so Manny runs off. Manny
does end up coming back after Paige has like given her a tampon and some womanly advice.
Yeah, and Paige is like, listen, and it's such an interesting thing because it's basically an episode about periods. And the way Paige talks about it, she's like, yeah, it hurts and it sucks, but it happens and it means you're like becoming like fertile or whatever. And like Paige is like very just like she's like yeah, shit happens, but like whatever. And there's an iconic moment where Emma's like, but if I start getting periods and stuff, does that mean I'm gonna become? And Paige goes like, what? You'll become like me, honey? You wish, and walks out.
Yeah. Anyways,
great.
Manny comes back, bless her heart, with a massive pair of shorts.
It's
that
like
definitely
boys
will not
basketball
fit.
shorts. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, and it's the only thing she could find in like the Lost and Found or whatever. Yeah, but then like people make fun of her for having it.
They're like,
yada,
haha,
yada,
you can't
yada,
hold up your
whatever.
pants while you're doing your presentation. And so she's like, you know what, fuck it. And she's like, it's called menstruation, and it's a thing that happens. And she stands up for herself because she's not going to let a man feel bad for being a woman, make her feel bad for being a woman.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
it's honestly
So
a
that's
really
the
it's a
B
really
plot.
great episode.
Yeah. So, anyways, so the A plot.
The A plot, the important things.
Yeah, that was the B plot. I feel like I'm putting the B plot. I tend to be putting the B plot
Because the B
first
plots
because
are
the
so
A plot-
fucking good and funny, honestly.
Yeah. So the A plot is that Jimmy, now that he's out of basketball, starts spending a lot of time around Ashley, including our house, and he's becoming like really close. He's becoming like really close with her parents and also
And
Toby,
her
like,
stepbrother, which is very
Ashley,
different. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ashley's family really likes
They
Jimmy,
love him.
and
Jimmy's a fucking bastard, but he's a great boyfriend. He's a real stand-up guy. He's very charitable. He's very fun. He's very charismatic. And like he actually like hangs out with Toby and like teaches him how to play basketball. And Toby's like, "Wow, no one's ever hung out with me before."
Yeah, no one's ever like.
No one
whatever.
like JT's there, but like that's like a different dynamic.
Yeah.
Like they're friends because they have similar interests and shit. They're friends because they're both outcasts. Jimmy goes out of his way to kind of befriend Toby, but Ashley is not having it. She's like, it's like I have a second brother. I don't want him around.
Yeah,
it's suffocating me.
The problem is because like now Jimmy's around like all the time
because
and
he doesn't have basketball. He doesn't have basketball anymore.
Yeah, and she's getting kind of sick of it, and like it's his, and he's gonna like have. Originally, he was gonna have like dinner with her for like there's gonna be like a birthday thing or whatever, but she just can't. She needs space.
Yeah.
And
rather than discuss this, she considers breaking up with him, and she discusses it, and Toby overhears it. And Toby's like, Ashley, don't do that. That's fucked up. It's his birthday. Why not just talk to him? And so Toby, being Jimmy's new friend, goes to school the next day and is like, hey, and he kind of beats around the bush for a second, and Jimmy's like, Toby, you got to tell me what's going on. And Toby eventually caves and is like, Ashley's she's planning to break up with you on your birthday. And Jimmy, like, obviously, he doesn't have basketball anymore. He doesn't have his friends on the team anymore. Like, he just goes to school and goes straight to Ashley and is like, is this true? Is this true? No, he invites her to his house for dinner on his birthday. And
like he shows up, like he's like, fuck it, we'll just go along with that anyways, and then we'll just get it over with.
Yeah, and his parents are supposed to
Ashley comes over. His parents are supposed to be there,
but they're not because his parents are kind of workaholics. So it really highlights Jimmy doesn't have basketball. He doesn't have his family around. He is truly alone when he's not at school. Like, this relationship with Ashley and her family is, like, the only thing he's really got. And like, I mean, yeah, he's friends with, like, Spinner, but, like, Spinner's got his own shit going on. Yeah. Yeah, Spinner's got his own things to do. But so it's just like... And Spinner's on the team. Spinner's working with the team. He's the manager. Yeah. He's got shit to do. Like, so Spinner's busy with basketball stuff. Which Jimmy is not. Yeah. So, anyways, the conflict, the drama. So they get into a big fight about everything. And eventually they agree to break up. It sounds like they're gonna break up. And Toby Toby gives Ashley he's like really upset with Ashley because he has, fucking trauma from having a divorced parents and stuff. Yeah. And he basically says, I believe you can't just bring people into your life and then throw them away. And just throw them away. And he's calling her out for Jimmy, for her dad. Like, he's really, like, digging. Like, a lot of the first season are people, like, really fucking, hey, Ashley, fuck you. That's literally the whole first season. Yeah. It's either, hey, Ashley, fuck you, or hey, Emma, fuck you. Oh. Okay. Damn. Okay, well, we won. Nice. On to the next one. But yeah, so Ashley and Jimmy talk, and things are a bit shaky, but they tentatively decide to stay together. Yeah,
and try
and
to work
it's
it
never
out.
really like confirmed. Like the episode ends in such an obscure way. It's like they break up, and then like the next day they're at school after Toby chews her out, and she's like, "Jimmy, can we just talk?" And he's like, "Sure." And they hug, and then the credits roll, and it's just like, and me and Ava were just watching, like, are they, are they, are they back together or not? Because like part of us were
Implied that
like,
they're back.
we're very invested
Later
now.
episodes implied that they're back.
Yeah,
together.
they do back there, but it was like we got very invested in it, and like not to have like a concrete answer really put us in a weird headspace. We're like, are they okay? Are they gonna be? Is everyone gonna be fine?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's that episode. Next one is rumors and reputations.
Yes, baby.
Okay, so B plot. Spinner finds some bugs in the cafeteria food. It's like an earwig.
Yeah, he finds an
specifically, I
earwig,
believe.
and so he's hellbent on proving that there's bugs in the cafeteria, to the point that he brings bugs from home and throws them on Ashley's tray. And they're like, Spinner, you worked so hard to prove this point that, the cafeteria is getting fumigated now. You got what you wanted, but now you also have to work in the cafeteria with the lunch lady that hates you.
Yeah,
You hate.
and still no one ever actually believed him.
And no one ever believed him, but he got what he wanted, but it was a very Pyrrhic victory. He's like, he got what he wanted, but it's like, no one cared. So it was just still a loss.
Yeah, like, even at the end of the day, no one actually believed him.
Yeah.
So, it's a very fairly simple story.
Yeah. The A plot is amazing.
Okay. So, Emma sees, at Liberty, getting kind of like talking like she's
to the math teacher who's also the basketball coach.
Yeah, Mr. Armstrong.
So he's a very well-liked male teacher.
Yeah, he's also like the gym teacher, I think.
Yeah, he's the gym teacher, he's the basketball coach, he's the math teacher. He's very well liked among the student body. Everyone really loves this guy. He's a very supportive teacher.
So Emma sees him. He's being kind of
like he's touching her by the arm
with Liberty. But, like, yeah, he's, like, touching her about, like, the arm and the shoulder and stuff. And, like, talking to her about stuff. And Emma, whose alarms are triggered to get hit,
because of what happened to her in the first episode where, you know, she had her computer and almost got kidnapped and SA'd and stuff.
Yeah. She's like, oh, no, something's going on.
Yeah. Her alarm's going on.
I think she tries to talk to like Liberty about it, but Liberty's like, no, nothing's going on.
Yeah, because she doesn't bring up what it exactly is. She's like, why were you with Armstrong? And Liberty's like embarrassed, and she's like, I don't want to talk about it, and just kind of shuts down about it and walks off. She's like, it's none of your business. I don't want to talk about it. And so Emma starts gossiping to Manny.
Emma starts talking to Manny, and they're like, it's probably nothing. It's probably fine.
And
we're not not worry about it. And then they see her alone with Mr. Armstrong.
And he gives her a note.
Again, he's being kind of touchy about it, and he gives her a note.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like,
oh, okay, something's definitely up. So they start gossiping hard. Terry overhears them.
Terry overhears this.
Terry then tells Paige.
Paige kind of pushes Terry into telling her. And Terry's like, but Paige, you can't tell anyone about this. And then Paige tells everyone about this.
Because Paige is Paige.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't tell everyone about this. She tells
Hazel.
Hazel, who then tells everyone.
And Hazel is another character. She's like Paige's best friend, allegedly.
This thing about, basically this rumor spreads, and it grows, as rumors do, instead of it being, just like, oh, Mr. Armstrong might be doing might be making fucking Liberty be like uncomfortable.
It's like Liberty hooked up with them. And maybe doing inappropriate stuff.
Like Liberty and Mr. Armstrong are dating and having hardcore sex.
Yeah, it gets really deep.
Yeah, it gets to the point where Mr. Armstrong is very possibly going to get fired over this.
The principal comes in, he's like, he's in the middle of starting up his lecture, and the principal comes in and is like, hey, I need to talk with you right now. And it's important. And he pulls Liberty in too out of class. And everybody who's been gossiping about this for a week are just like, ooh, we know what this is. They're finally getting busted, those fucking perverts.
Emma is like, oh my gosh, this is such a horrible rumor. We have to figure out who started this and put it to rest.
And it's like, and then eventually,
And then eventually, it's like, and she's like, Liberty, eventually Liberty reveals to Emma what was going on, is that Emma has Liberty has dyscalculia, so she really struggles with math.
It's
and
like
Mr. Armstrong
dyslexia
is
for
helping her out.
numbers, basically, right?
Yeah. And she's really embarrassed about admitting it because she needs to do that.
Because she doesn't want to be inferior, she wants to be the best. She wants to be the Ashley. She doesn't want to belong.
Yeah. Yeah. So Emma's like, okay, I will help you, like, quash this rumor. And then Emma's like, oh, who could have started this rumor? And then it turns out, oh no, I started the rumor.
Yeah, they follow the trail back, and Terry eventually is like, girl, she's like, Terry, why would you start this rumor? And Terry's like, bitch, who the fuck are you talking to? You started the rumor, you dumbass. She's like, I overheard you
and eventually, they all get it put to rest. And, like, this one actually has not necessarily a happy ending, but things mostly work out. Honestly, the ending where it's like, well, someone ended up in a bad situation despite not great. But the B plot was kind of the ending that had the. But Spinner was right.
Spinner was right. It was a rare instance of Spinner was right, Emma was wrong, and the consequences just didn't feel like they mattered. It was a very, like, justice was not served today, and I was not happy about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, so it ends with, like, Mr. Armstrong and Liberty are, like, dismissed. It's not a big deal. Emma gets a slap on the wrist and whatnot. But the biggest, like, consequence is that Emma goes to apologize to Liberty in the girls' bathroom, and Liberty tells her, Emma, why don't you stick to saving the environment? Because when it comes to people, you suck at it. And
yeah,
she honestly a read. She fucking read the fuck out of her with that one.
Yeah,
she was right. When it comes to helping people, Emma's not great. Yeah, and it was a really good episode because even we were like, it does feel kind of weird, but I don't know. It's probably not that.
Yeah, like, I feel like it's not gonna be that. And it wasn't. But
it wasn't, you're right.
Yeah. So, next episode, Friday night.
Yes.
So, Sean, who, throughout the series, Sean and Emma have kind of been crushing on each other.
Yeah, they've got like a cute little puppy love thing going on. They really like each other.
Yeah. And Sean eventually basically asks Emma out on a date.
It's so cute.
But there are a lot of disasters. Her mom takes an embarrassing picture of them
on a Polaroid
they go
camera.
Outside, and then her jacket gets bird poop on it, so they have to go back.
Change outfits. She takes another picture on the Polaroid camera.
They go back to the fucking thing. They eat. They have a genuinely good time. They're gonna make it. They're gonna go to, like, a movie now. But Emma is like, oh no, I lost my wallet and I left it on my tray and I think I threw it in the trash.
So Sean is digging in the trash can in the food
Sean, basically digs through the trash can.
They get
and, like, fucking goes through the whole thing. And it's gross and disgusting. And they can't find the wallet anywhere. And Emma's like, oh no, where could it be? I need to backtrack. I had it here, and then I put it here, and then
it's in her fucking pocket.
It's in her fucking pocket.
And so the date was basically a bust. It was embarrassing.
And Emma's like, oh no, because of all that, he's gonna hate me. And Toby, who... He's also into Emma.
Toby has a huge crush on Emma, and he's like, I fucking hope so, but he probably won't.
Yeah, but then Toby is just like, if he actually likes you, then he'll be fine.
Yeah. Because Toby is a great guy, honestly. Like, Toby is...
And that, like, yeah, he has a massive fucking crush on Emma,
but
and he does kind of want Emma and Sean to break up, but he also wants what's best for Emma, and he doesn't... He's like, if this Sean kid's a good guy, he's gonna treat you right.
Toby is truly a nice guy. Like, when... Like, people are like, oh, incel nice guy boys. Like, Toby is an actual nice guy. Like, he actually knows what it means to be a nice guy, and it's amazing.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking try to be like, Emma, you need to get with me because I'm nice. Sean's
Yeah, because
not, or whatever.
I'm better than Sean guy. We did it,
Yeah.
girls.
Oh yeah. Well, what? Who was? Did the killer chase you at all? Wait, no, you got
A
hooked.
little bit. Yeah, I got slapped. I think I got hooked.
Huh. Yeah, you did get one.
Yeah.
Huh. That was a
That was
fairly.
a fair, yeah, our first new killer of the night that wasn't a trapper or a legion.
Yeah, maybe they realized they were playing the Trapper or the Legion. I'm
They're
like,
like, oh man, you gotta change that up.
yeah. Sorry, got me catching. I was wearing the wrong clothes. Let me go change real quick.
Little baby nurse.
But yeah. So, meanwhile, Jimmy and Spinner are being a couple
Shit.
of fucking idiots.
Yeah, they're being little shits.
There's Mrs. Kwan, who's a teacher, and she's kind of a hard ass.
She's got a hard, and we agree. We were watching the episode, and Miss Kwan, she like it makes sense later on why she's acting the way she is, but it comes off as she's very much talking down to the students, which both me and Ava, who have worked in education, like we saw and we're like, she could do this. She could do the same thing, but in a much nicer and palatable way.
Yeah, like the thing she's telling them, like the thing she's asking them to stop doing or whatever that she's going.
They shouldn't be doing. But it's
they shouldn't be doing it. But also, there's a better. There would have been a better way for her to handle the situation.
Yeah. Like Jimmy and Ashley like kiss and hug in the hallway, and she like walks up and she's like, "This is a high school, not a." And I can't remember what she said exactly, but it was like really offensive. And they're like, "Oh,
yeah.
we were just hugging," and she was like, "Well, it could just be the tension or something." Like she's like really bitchy about it, and it was very uncomfortable for both of us. I'm pretty sure, as like educators.
Yeah.
Like,
basically, she ends up giving Jimmy and Spinner attention. And they decide to get revenge on her by pulling pranks.
Yeah, they break into the school and they use the intercom.
They break
to like fuck up.
Yeah, because she has a night class where, because she's the English teacher, she's teaching English to
adults who are learning it for
adults
the first time.
who are learning it.
Are generally like immigrants or like first generation Canadians and such.
Yeah. And she seems to be very nice with them.
Yeah, she's an amazing teacher. I don't disagree with that. But yeah, so they start off by they break get the intercom, they chew gum into it.
Office, and they chew gum over the loudspeaker to make it sound like someone's chewing gum in her class during a test.
Yeah, the adults are taking a test this very night, and it's very distracting for the adults.
Then they order like over $50 worth of wings. In her name.
And she's a teacher. Now, albeit she's a Canadian teacher, so maybe they're a little bit better off than American teachers, but still, a teacher, I don't think is well paid in any part of this western area of the world.
Yeah. But that one kind of works out because the rest of her class,
her students are like all
they
her students are like, we're hungry.
They are hungry, and they each like pitch in to pay for it.
Yeah, they all pay for like a
they even like use it as kind of like an example thing to like work on their English of like the thing that they were.
I like to eat the wings or something like.
I will pay for the wings.
Yeah. It was really wholesome and really nice. It was a nice way to spend.
Yeah.
But
and it seems like okay, so they're doing these pranks, but like the first one was kind of stupid and annoying, but mostly harmless. The second one was a bit more harmful, but it worked out like unintentionally, but it did. And then they decide to egg her fucking car. Because they're like, this is for doing all this shit to us. And then she comes out and they run away and hide. And she sees that her car got fucking egged, and she fucking breaks down.
She cries. There's nothing that hurts more than seeing like an adult woman like break down in tears and cry, because it's like damn. It really sucked. It was honestly like a really sad scene. And Jimmy, who's obviously a lot more empathetic and more of a people person, he obviously is like really apprehensive towards the situation. He's very averse to it all of a sudden. And Spinner is just kind of laughing about it because Spinner's an asshole.
Yeah, and Spinner's just like, oh, it was so fucking funny. And you should have seen her face.
And so they're gossiping about it tomorrow in class. And then instead of Miss Kwan coming in to teach class, Principal Radich comes in and says,
Mr. Radich
I'm going to be teaching.
comes in and he's like, I'm going to be teaching for the rest of the semester because she's taking the rest off because she's under a lot of fucking stress because she works full-time. Honestly, she works overtime.
Yeah, he's like, she works the full day with you guys, then she works the night school with the adults, and then she goes home and she takes care of her husband who
has cancer.
Yeah. So she's going through a lot. She's going through a fucking lot.
Yeah. So, like, it's completely understandable that she's under a lot of fucking stress right now. So, honestly, she's doing too much, probably. But, yeah, and then the episode ends.
Yeah. And yeah, there's no reconciliation, no recovery, there's no apology. It's just like, hey, you guys did this bad thing and someone got hurt because of it. The end.
Yeah.
It's a show that really deals with consequences in a very realistic way for a teen drama, where it's like, hey, you did this thing and now you're just stuck feeling bad for it. Is that a Michael? Fuck me.
Yeah.
I'm about to scream. Jesus.
Yeah. Trying to think. So, next episode, number 12, Wannabe. This is the one with the
my
spirit
god!
squad.
I love this episode. I love this
So
episode.
Paige is starting a spirit squad because it's fun, it's nice. Our school needs one. Emma is like, no, it's like misogynistic and bad.
And this is a very interesting debate. I really like this.
Sexist.
Yeah, Emma's like, it's sexist, it's outdated, it's old, cheerleaders shouldn't exist. And Paige is like, it's a spirit squad, it's for men and women. And Emma's like, well, are the men gonna be wearing the short skirts and booty shorts too? And she's like, no, who would want to see that? Paige is like, why would I want to see a man?
I mean, honestly.
Yeah, and so Emma and Paige are just kind of going back and forth with this conflict. And Manny, Emma's best friend.
Manny wants to join the spirit squad.
She wants to join.
But Emma's like, obviously you'll support me, right, Manny? Right. And Manny's like, no, but
Manny's like, I'm your friend, but I'm not your fucking slave. I'm not going to be eternally loyal to you. Yeah. But Manny has interests that are not similar to Emma's because they're both growing up as middle schoolers.
Yeah.
And it pisses Emma off.
Emma feels like, Emma's like, I'm going to write this fucking thing. And she's like, no, I'm not going to fucking do it because Manny wants to join and fine, whatever. Meanwhile, but then Paige and Hazel start hanging out with Manny. And they convince her to, like, make sure that Emma's not going to write this, because they're afraid that if Emma writes it, they won't get enough members to join, so they won't be able to form the spirit squad.
Yeah, because they need at least 12 members to, like, have it be a thing recognized by the school.
Something like that. So Manny calls, but then she overhears Paige and Hazel on the other end, and she's like, "You know what? Now I actually am."
Yeah, because she's like, "Wow,
because you were fucking like stabbing me in the back because you're hanging out with other people and you've been lying to me."
Yeah,
I mean, Manny did lie about who she was with. She did say she was the
because Manny said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay at home because I feel sick," but then she went to hang out.
Yeah, she intentionally decided not to hang out with Emma to hang out with Paige and Hazel instead. So it's like it's not them, but Emma was being a bitch about it, so I understand why she lied.
Yeah, Emma was really like I was definitely with Manny on this one. Like Emma was making a mountain out of a molehill, really.
Yeah. Emma fucking writes her paper. Liberty reads that and is like, this is kind
hard.
Of
because
like,
she calls them like pom pom waving bimbos. I'm pretty sure something like that.
Something like that. And then fucking Emma's like, really? I thought it wasn't harsh enough. I can make it harsher if you want.
And Liberty's like, no, girl, chill.
No, like I fucking print it, damn girl.
And so alone. She does. Liberty prints it.
And then before anyone gets to the papers, oops, and takes all the papers and rips out all the parts. Yeah, and rips out all the parts that Manny and that Emma wrote. And Manny does rip out some of it too, I believe.
she does one.
Yeah.
And then we see the sinister side
school
of it.
finds out, and they are not happy about it because that's technically
it's vandalism.
Fucking vandalism of school property, technically. And basically, Paige throws Hazel under the bus to try to keep the spirit squad going because all throughout this episode, she's been kind of pitting Paige Paige has kind of been pitting Hazel and
Paige
Manny
really
against
likes
each other.
Manny. She thinks Manny is young and spry and cool and fun.
Yeah,
she's done with her now.
Yeah, she thinks Manny has a lot of potential, and so she's going to pit them against each other and see who comes out on top.
Because Paige doesn't just have any friends; she has to have the best of the best.
Yeah. And so she's going to basically throw Hazel under the bus to save Manny.
And Manny's like, "What the fuck, girl?"
And then I don't remember what ends up happening exactly, but it.
Yeah. Paige, they throw then Paige and Manny.
Manny essentially ends up quitting the spirit squad.
No, she doesn't quit because it wasn't a thing yet. What happens is she's like, you know what? Fuck it. If you're gonna be acting like this on Spirit Squad, I don't want to be part of it. No, she didn't even say. She's like, fine. I'm gonna go tell. She's like, she's like, because of your attitude, I'm like, consider your option shot trying to get on the Spirit Squad. And Manny's like, fine. And later on, Emma like kind of brings up like, Paige is not young.
Get on the Spirit Squad. It's like, and like they acted like, they were upset, but now they're like reconciling or whatever. And I'm sitting over here like, no,
Girl,
Emma was in the wrong the whole
Emma
time.
Was in the wrong. Manny, you have nothing to apologize.
Like I will say,
Manny lied, and that was kind of mean.
Feel like this. It does somewhat feel like this episode is of its time because I feel like it's trying to position like Manny and Emma as like two, like having equal positions in the whole situation when they definitely do not. Anyways, also, meanwhile, similarly, JT and Toby are trying to win a Pringles contest, but then they don't because they're idiots.
Yeah, because they're idiots and they don't know what a fucking spade or a club is.
Yeah, they think they have the winning combination. They don't. It's mostly just kind of a funny little anyway, so next episode.
Yeah.
Episode 13, Cabaret.
Oh boy.
So, there's gonna be a little
showcase, a lunchtime cabaret.
Yeah. So Terry and Ashley are doing a thing. Are gonna do a song, but Ashley isn't really accepting any of Terry's input into what the song is, even though Ashley's just gonna be playing piano and Terry's gonna be the one singing it. But fucking Ashley doesn't take any of Terry's input.
Yeah.
Is.
Terry is Terry doesn't like the song that Ashley's made because Terry's like she wants a more poppier, bumpier, like fun kind of vibe. And
meanwhile Ashley wants to do like a fucking like a ballad or something.
Singer, songwriter, ballad, melody kind of thing.
Yeah.
So their styles don't agree, and Ashley's making a lot of decisions without consulting Terry first. And Terry's like, I don't like that you're doing that. But she doesn't speak up on it. At the same time, Terry's also getting really into mysticism. Don't worry about it. She's been doing a lot of tarot and stuff, and she does like a little presentation on it in her like one of her classes and stuff, and that's how they do a segment to it. But so Paige is like, oh yeah, I want to be in the cabaret. I want to be famous. And Paige is like, oh, Terry, we're friends and stuff. Like, I'm part of the trio. You should, like, tell Ashley to let me into the band. And she's like, okay, yeah, just, like, listen to the song. And Paige is like, this is ass. Like,
let me remake the song.
Sucks. Yeah, so they go to the computer science teacher, who's, like, one of the Easter egg characters from the last show. And they're like, let's remix it. And Ashley
and the teacher gets really into it.
He gets really into it, and it is prime like Canadian Nickelodeon cringe comedy. It's fucking hilarious. I love it because it's like you just gotta go see it. And yeah, it's great. And Ashley walks in on them and she's like, well, what are you guys doing? They're like, oh, it's our song. She's like, so you changed the song without me? And they're like, well, you changed the song without us. And so they're like, well, Paige's not even part of it, and blah blah blah. So it's like the whole thing. They get into an argument and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so
basically, it ends up just being Paige and
Terry perform.
Terry performing.
One of the little things that I really liked about this episode is like Terry is obviously like very body conscious, like she's very self-conscious about her body and stuff. And Paige is super feminist, who hates women.
Yeah, very supportive. Like, she's like, wow, that would look good on you, Paige. And Paige's like,
and you too. And you too, girl. Because we're both here. We're both in the band. And she makes the same outfit. She makes the exact same outfit for Terry and lets Terry adjust it to a way that Terry's like comfortable with it on her body. And it's really cute. Yeah. And they do the little song. And
they go out, they perform, they do fucking great, and Ashley listens and is like, and Ashley listens and she's like, yeah, you guys were right. That was actually really good. And she kind of accepts it. And they say like, okay, it's our new band. They're like, we're gonna continue doing music because this is actually really fun.
Yeah, they really like doing it.
And they were. Paige really wanted the band to be called Paige Michael Chuck and the Sex Kittens.
Yeah, and she's like, let's shorten it to.
And at first they're like, no, we're not naming it that. But then Paige reveals that she did it because the initials would be PMS, and she thought it was funny.
Like, why don't we just go by PMS then? And they're like, that's disgusting, let's do it. Because Paige Michael Chuck always wins, no matter what.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Emma and Manny are going to do an interpretive anti-poaching dance.
Yeah.
Sean doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want to dance, and like, you're not going to have to dance, you just have to be a hunter. And it's like, I don't hunt.
He's like, I don't want to do that. Like, he does not want to be part of it. Toby sees it as his way to get closer to Emma, so he's like, oh, he won't do it, but I will. Toby signs up to be the hunter, so there's like, great. And Manny and Emma are going to be the dancers. Manny breaks her fucking leg.
Well, no, she doesn't break her leg, she twists her ankle.
She twists her ankle. Either way, she's on crutches, so she can't do the dance. And so they're like, Toby, you have to
be the hunter,
dance.
So Toby needs to be one of the Panthers.
Toby is a horrible dancer. He's as bad as a dancer as he is a speller.
Yeah. But they end up doing the dance anyway. He does actually, like, genuinely practice.
He does try. He sucks at it, but he does try.
He tries really hard. And, like, the dance, they kind of blunder through it, but they get through it. People are laughing at them.
Sean stands up for him.
Emma's kind of upset because people are laughing because for her this is, like, a serious artistic thing. Yeah. But Sean stands up. And Sean, who thought the dancing stuff was kind of dumb, stands up and is like, just let them fucking dance.
Yeah. And Toby's like, damn, I lost again. Shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, Emma, like, immediately after, she's like, oh, Toby, thanks for dancing. Sean, thanks for standing up for me. And Toby goes unnoticed again.
Yeah.
He's just not that guy.
Yeah.
But he still supports her. Like, he's like,
yeah.
At the end of the day, he's just like, at least I helped her. Like, it's not like, it's never a thing of like, he holds animosity, like, oh, I wasted my time. He's like, well, I helped her and it made her feel good. And that's what what he cares about is that Emma is doing okay. That's what he cares about.
Okay. So, next episode, Under Pressure.
Ooh.
So, Spinner is, pretending to be sick so that he can avoid taking his English exam because he's really friggin' anxious about it.
Yeah, he feels like he's gonna fail.
Yeah.
He's gonna fail high school.
No matter what, he just wants to avoid it. He does not want to do anything with it. Is that TV supposed to be there, or this ring?
I think it's supposed to be there. I actually don't know. I think it's supposed to be there. But yeah, so
but if it was supposed to be there and it is the ring.
But yeah, so Spinner does his so that's the beat bomb, right?
Really thinking stick, but it doesn't.
He doesn't, yeah.
He doesn't. It doesn't work. he has to take the test, but he's really nervous about it. And Miss Kwan, who is back, her husband's doing better, she's feeling better, she's able to work.
It was a very dramatic reveal, like she just she respawns in the school.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm back early, motherfuckers.
He comes up to her and she's like, Spinner, you're not stupid. You're really smart and you're really talented and you're really good at doing stuff. You just need to apply that to your schoolwork and you will do great.
Yeah.
And he actually tries and he gets like a C or something, but for him that's like the best
for him,
grade.
like that's great. Like he's done
that's
everything.
like the best he's done on a test before, kind of. So meanwhile, Sean is also very stressed about the final exam for English.
Oh, it's a pig. Oh, I didn't even know. Shit. I thought it was good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's a stealth killer with a knife.
Yeah.
So he's very stressed about taking the exam. He does not want to have to repeat grade 7 again. He wants to
also
go
his
up.
mom.
But the thing is, also, there's a chance that he might have to move back with his mom, which he really does not want to do.
So he's really stressed. He's really going through it.
Yeah, he's, and he's getting angry, he's getting upset, he has anger issues that he's working through, but it's starting to flare up again.
Yeah.
Emma, who they are officially dating at this point.
Yeah, they're like together.
She visits his house to help him study. He meets his older brother again.
And
they
actually got to change heart about them now.
He's actually like supportive. He's like, you're good for him. You're a good influence.
You're a
on
very
him.
good influence on him, and I'm glad that he has you in his life because he's actually studying.
Yeah, he's like he's really changed. He's doing better, and it's because of you, then thanks.
Yeah. It's really cool.
And Sean tells Emma about kind of what's going on, and she helps him work through it, and things seem to be fine.
And he opens up about the fight that got him, like, to fuck up before.
Yeah. And then, when he gets in, during the test, he doesn't finish with enough time. Like, he doesn't finish within the time limit, and he's convinced that that means he's failed.
Yeah.
And he is just feeling horrible. His anger issues are going out of control.
And
Jimmy is being a bit of an ass. Jimmy's being a bit of an ass to him, but it's like not. It's the thing of like Jimmy's being a little bit of an ass, but not in like in a way that's kind of like more like ribbing than anything else.
But then it escalates because he's like, Jimmy eventually then calls him a freak, and there's hints that Jimmy and Spinner have something to do with
basically Jimmy and Sean are basically like, we're gonna get into a fight now. We're gonna have a fight. And Emma's like, no, Sean, don't fucking fight him.
That's fucking stupid. Why are you doing that? And there's also hints like when Sean first gets introduced that Jimmy and Spinner have like some play in why he was suspended or why he like got held back or the whole conflict or whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's not been revealed yet, or it's not too important.
Yeah. Yeah. They do end up getting into a fight.
Yeah, they fight, and it ends real bad.
Emma tries to break it up, and he ends up pushing her away.
Yeah.
And
pushing her hard enough that it
really
rocks her shit. Like she hits something, she like hits like a bag of trash, but it hits her so hard that she's like, "Whoa, what the fuck? I've never been thrown before."
She's like, she is not about that because her boyfriend just fucking shoved her to the ground, and he tries to apologize, but she runs off.
And then. Yeah, they never really...
Later on, Sean learns from the teacher that he actually passed to the test. Like, he didn't answer all the questions, but the questions he did answer, he got them really well. He got the answers done. He answered very well. So he did really good.
Yeah, so thus he was able to pass. And then it just makes
Yeah,
it even more.
and
It makes the hurt
he
even
tries
worse.
he tries to be like, Emma, I passed or whatever. See, it's fine. And Emma's
And
just
she's
like,
like,
yeah,
"It's not
good for
fine."
you. Good for you. Leave me alone.
Yeah, Emma's done with him. She is over it.
Yeah. And that's the end of it. And that's the end of that episode.
Hey. No. What?
And now
No!
yeah, no.
No! Why? I'm like an amateur hour out here. Don't know how to boot the snoots. Yeah, so he's going for him. So yeah. They fall apart fast. It's actually really sad. It was one of the sadder moments of the first season because they were really cute together. It was like the goody girl activist and like a bad boy.
Yeah, but he's not that bad of a bad boy.
He's a reformed bad boy.
He's a good bad boy.
A good boy, a bad boy, a good bad boy, a half good, half bad, half boy.
A bad, good, half boy, half man, part car.
Man Cardo.
Yeah. And then we come.
What was that, episode 14?
Yeah, so we have one left.
Oh my god, this fucking episode right here that we're
Episode
talking about.
15.
Jagged
Little
Now
Hill.
this shit right here.
So, alright, so what happens is basically Ashley and Toby's parents are going away.
It's very important to remember that.
It's the last day of school. Ashley and Toby's parents have like a trip that they're going on. And they basically told them, like, you guys can each invite like one friend over.
Yeah.
Toby is hoping to get with Sean, or not with Sean.
He's gay now.
Fuck, I haven't talked too much about Toby before.
Toby is hoping to get with Emma over summer. And so
because Sean's not dating her anymore.
So he's like,
yeah, but he has no game. So he's like, well,
yeah. So he's like, Sean can give me tips on how to like make Emma fall.
Yeah, and because of obviously, and to convince Sean to actually come over, they tell him that Emma's gonna come over.
Yeah, JT says Emma's gonna be there, and Sean's like, oh, I really want to talk to Emma. That's
because he really wants to talk with Emma. He really wants to try to work things out because he feels really bad about it, about everything that happened. Because he really likes Emma and he wants things to work out.
He wants to fix things.
Yeah. So then, but Emma doesn't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, she's
Emma and Manny are apparently gonna like just hang out on their own. Allegedly. And then Ashley is going to invite Harry over. Paige is very upset by this. She's like, why don't you invite me over? I'm gonna be so lonely.
And Ash's like, okay, it's one more person, I guess. And Paige.
Yeah, it's one more person. It's fine,
Hazel.
Whatever. And Paige brings Hazel along.
Yeah.
Because she's like, well, Hazel is lonely too.
Yeah, because Paige she stands up for people, I guess now.
Yeah. So they all come over. And then meanwhile, up with the boys, JT or down with the girls. They're kind of hanging out. They're doing fine. But Paige is like, come on, Emma, or not that. She's like, come on, Ashley, you should just invite Jimmy over. I can't believe you invited me and Ashley over, but not Jimmy.
Yeah.
Just invite Jimmy over, it's fine. Don't be such a perfectionist goody girl all the time. And then, upstairs, JT is like, alright, time to get this party really started, because Emma's on her way over.
JT, can I say this part? JT has brought ecstasy from one of his cousins.
Yeah,
literal
he's
ecstasy.
like, yes, it's the love drug.
This will make Emma fall in love with you for sure. I'm like, JT, that's illegal what you're planning right now.
Yeah, and he's apparently spent like 2 weeks of allowance on this.
Yeah.
Off of his cousin. Fucking Sean is like, that's
What?
stupid.
God damn it! No! It's glitching out. I couldn't grab him.
Yeah, Sean is like, no, this is fucking stupid. Let's get rid of it. But they're like, no, come on. And he's like, okay, whatever, fine. I'll fucking give it to me. I know, obviously, because I'm the bad boy. I know all about drugs.
Yeah.
So he takes it downstairs. And he finds an aspirin because it looks like aspirin. And he cuts it in half. And he gives Ashley the skins like flush it down the damn drain.
So Ashley ends up taking the ecstasy, and JT and Toby end up taking
aspirin, which fucking he does fuck with them with it because he gives them the halves of aspirin. He's like, it really. You get a really good high if you fucking like chew on it.
So they're just upstairs chewing fucking aspirin. It's so gross.
Yeah. Meanwhile, downstairs, Ashley just got the fucking top page and is like, you're right. I don't want to be a goody girl all the time. And she takes the fucking ecstasy.
She takes the ecstasy. And
calls Jimmy over and invites a bunch of other people over because she's like, let's turn this into a real party.
It goes horribly. So JT calls up Emma and she brings Manny and Liberty with her. And eventually they get upstairs.
Jimmy shows up with Spinner and a few other of the older kids that we don't give a shit about.
Or whatever. Sean and Emma do not reconcile at all. And in fact, it's more of an argument.
Emma basically finds out that Sean is there and immediately leaves.
Yeah. And, but it gets worse, because Ashley then gets an argument with Jimmy, and she runs upstairs and she sees Sean.
Yeah, because Jimmy finds out that he's doing that she did ecstasy, and he's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And she's been acting wild because of it.'s been acting like really fucking
way crazy.
And, she goes upstairs. She finds Sean, who's sad, who's being a sad boy because Emma left.
This shit gets crazy.
And then she tries to comfort him, and then they make out. And I don't know if they do or not, but it's implied that they hook up.
Yeah, I don't think they hooked up. I think they just made out, and Sean was like, "Okay, I got to get out of here." And so when they went downstairs, she was like, it was amazing. Like, she's like bragging about it to Jimmy because she's high as a fucking kite. She's on ecstasy.
Yeah. She's like, sorry you couldn't do it, Jimmy, but Sean can, or whatever.
He's a real man.
Yeah, and it's like, well, oh no, don't feel bad. And shit. She starts saying, like, as she's high, she starts saying, like, a bunch of awful shit.
Really mean shit about everybody. Like, fucking Paige, Jimmy, everyone is getting it. And so it.
Also, when she's high, she invites Liberty over because she's like, Liberty is so cool.
Yeah, so
I love Liberty.
The 7th grade girls leave. Emma runs off, and Sean and her get into another scuffle outside. And Emma ends up like sitting on the bench outside, and Toby comforts her while she's crying. And he's like, I mean, I have Emma, but she's hurting so bad that I feel like none of this was worth it. Also, I didn't really get to do ecstasy. I'm just eating aspirin.
Yeah.
But anyway,
also meanwhile, the whole time, until they find out later, Toby and JT are under a fucking massive placebo.
Yeah, they're on the placebo.
They're acting like fucking stoners because they think they're high, even though fucking ecstasy is an upper, not a fucking downer.
Yeah. Fucking idiots. But the next morning comes, and it hits Ashley like a truck. She's like, oh my god, I gotta fix everything, because that's kind of
her only friend that stuck around was Terry. Terry was the only one. Bitch. And Terry helped her. And Terry
helped her clean up, and Toby, of course, is cleaning up because he lives there too.
And Toby is trying to cheer, it's gonna be fine. Let's get everything cleaned up. but Ashley just has like a fucking breakdown. and is
Because
a sobbing
Spinner
wreck.
comes by and he's like, "Hey, here's Jimmy's stuff."
He doesn't. He needs. He doesn't really want us to see
Yeah,
anymore.
he sends Spinner to deliver. He's like, "Hey, he wanted you to take this. It's all the stuff that you gave him, or all the stuff that he had from you." Blah blah blah. And oh, you're not gonna be famous, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We have one viewer, and I'm pretty sure it's me.
But yeah, so
Anyways.
it's like, if you've ever been in that situation where it's like you break with someone and they send a friend to give you their stuff and say don't call them again.
Yeah.
It fucking
Yeah,
hurts.
and then Spinner leaves. Toby is trying to
Merchant.
distract you. Let's get this place clean. Oh, it's the Skull Merchant. Nice.
Yeah, he's like, let's get this place clean, baby. Let's come
I mean,
on.
no,
Parents
get
gonna be
over
home.
fine. And then Ashley has a
breakdown.
just like falls
She
down,
falls
has a
apart.
fucking breakdown. She is sobbing, and the episode ends.
Yeah, and yeah, that's it. Roll credits. Episode's over. The season's
That's
over.
the end of
that's
season
the end of the first
1.
season. This.
So yeah, that's our fucking like however long summary of the first season of Degrassi.
Degrassi season 1. It has everything. It has drama. It has gay. It has diversity. It has
I like how gay and diversity are two separate categories.
yeah, because it's just gay. It's just like one gay.
Yeah.
It is a gay person. It has diversity. It has a very racially diverse cast. It has body diversity. Like it has drama. It has intrigue. It talks about sex. It talks about drugs. It talks about violence. And am I saying that Degrassi is better than Euphoria? Yes.
Everything's
Yes.
better than Euphoria.
100%.
It's not hard.
What a geek.
Most popular girls
What
at
the
school
fuck
is better
was
than
that?
Euphoria.
Oh, someone followed us.
Oh,
Thank
cool.
you. I heard. I
Yeah,
heard the
thank
fucking
you.
Tricks.
At P6.
I heard the Tricks talking to me, and I'm like, am I hallucinating? I'm like, oh wait, no, that's her thing.
Do you hallucinate the tricks
I
often?
fucking wish. What a geek. Let's ruin her day.
Yeah.
But yeah, Degrassi season 1 is fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
Degrassi is. It's good shit. It's really good shit.
talking about Degrassi
That
for
was
2
the
hours now.
that was the Degrassi deep dive.
Yeah, Degrassi by Daylight, or Dead by Degrassi.
Dead by Degrassi. Yep,
by
that
Degrassi.
there we go. That's the title of the episode.
That's what we're gonna call this.
You know, yeah, it's yeah.
It is a supreme teen drama show. If you're looking for drama, that's like, and it's like pretty intense. Like they really, like the characters really go in on each other.
Yeah,
They get real nasty. I'll say.
yeah. That's yeah. It's good stuff. And that was just season 1, which only had like 15
14 more
episodes.
seasons, or like 13 more seasons.
Yeah, there's like 13 more seasons that all have like a lot more episodes. So
Back to work. I love me.
anyway,
I'm so amazing.
anyways.
I'm so amazing.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm the ultimate cosplayer. Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
We really gotta save her. She's on second stage, guys. Oh my god.
Aren't we all on second stage?
I am
Deep
so
down?
sorry. I'm going straight to her after this. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I feel so bad. I fucking gin rushed and now I feel pain. Like, oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I feel really guilty about this actually. I'm fucking thrown over there too. I'm really gonna try to get to them. I was supposed to select a new challenge. Girl, I'm so sorry, Meg. Here, let me. I owe you everything. I'm gonna protect the shit out of you. I'm so sorry. I feel like Maya.
Yeah.
I'll give you my med kit right
I'm sorry.
now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got your back, baby girl. Don't you worry. Yeah, Degrassi is just a really good show. Like I remember like the reason why we started watching is because I remember it from my childhood, but I only watched the like kind of the latter seasons and like a bit of the earlier seasons with my older sisters because they were all into it. But I was more into like the latter seasons because that's when I really hit my teenagehood. And so we were really. It was really just kind of thinking like, oh yeah, let's watch it because it's kind of crazy, and we were watching like little clips of like little wild things that were said in Degrassi episodes and shit.
Yeah.
It was really crazy. Okay.
Well, you do have a fucking thing on you.
Yeah. She's busy, right? Oh, no,
Yeah, she's so busy. She's so busy.
Hi.
She's so busy.
No, you dumb bitch! Claudette! God damn it, I meant to go through the fucking vault. I'm so stupid. Oh my god. Right.
I know.
Oh, hi, Happy.
Hi.
So I didn't see your message. We're too busy talking about Degrassi, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, the drone goes back when I get down. That was crazy. Touch me. Oh, this is Happy healing me, I think.
Nice. Thanks, Happy.
Thank you. Oh, let me let me touch that for me. Oh, hello. Okay, where to next? So we have 2 gyms done. Knew it. I could feel the bones back here. But yeah, wow, what a great Degrassi episode we've had here.
Yeah.
Now, our next step is to finish season 2 and do this all again.
Of course.
Oh! 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 Well, anyway, every step it takes, I know I can make it through. If I hold out, know I can make it through. Be the best that
The best
can
be.
You
You
are
are.
I say to.
Say to.
Oh, it's
Whatever
multi-floor.
it
Fuck
takes.
me. I can see it. Know I can make it through. Unsee me, fucker. I don't know where I'm going right now. Huh, surveillance killer? You haven't met me, the stealth house. Oh. Well. I can read your aura from a mile away. Shit!
Okay, damn.
Or, shit, I don't know why I did that. That was dumb of me. I'm a fool for that one.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, well, you don't need to agree with me.
Would you prefer if I disagreed?
Go ahead. Oh my god, Meg! Oh my god. I am a god. Oh no! Oh my god! Work your pussy out! Ah shit! Yeah, I got choked there. Alright, she's gonna fucking kill me. I'm dead. That was a good run. That was a good little chase. Thank you, Meggisaurus. Oh. Hey. Meg.
Okay. Well, I mean, could be worse.
Yeah, this isn't so bad. I mean, yeah, I'm on death looking so another person, but you know. Here's the killer. She doesn't know.
No, we didn't.
She doesn't know. Heal me!
Yeah, she doesn't know.
Meg, heal me, bitch. She's about to break that pallet and reveal us. Yep, there it goes. Saw that coming. Now that bitch I just healed fucking cheese. Okay. This isn't great. Okay. Ooh. Yikes. Oh, the chest. Give me something good, baby. I swear to God, if there's a broken key in here, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Yes, just what I do. Okay. You know, every step it takes right now, I am making it through.
If you hold out.
And if I be the best that I can be.
Hear what
I
say to you.
Every step it takes. You see it. I know I can make it through. Where is it? Work, girls. Oh no. I'm fucking weird. Oh, fuck you for that one. Hey! How's it going? Ah! Did I make it out of there in time?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was actually kind of frightening. God, I haven't even fucked around the main school area. Oh, that's why, because there's a big fucking orange circle around the bitch. Yeah, she can really choke up a place real good. And it goes underground too, so it's a real bitch to deal with. Oh, what? I'm not exposed down here. Oh. It doesn't go underground. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, that's good to know, I guess. Ava, what do you hope will happen in season 2 of Degrassi?
Let's see. I hope Spinner is elected president.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
I hope Ashley comes back from rehab. Okay.
Okay, she took one pill.
I hope she comes back from rehab. Okay.
That's fucking addict.
Actually, I want her to be like a drug addict now.
Oh my god. I want Jimmy to stop.
Yeah. I want JT to fall madly in love with Toby and for Toby to be weird about it.
Yeah. I do know this.
Yeah.
Degrassi season 2, we get our gay character.
Okay, cool.
Our first gay student.
Cool.
Oh, that's a chest.
I want Emma to just fucking chill for like an episode.
Yeah, I want her
at
to
least.
like really just calm the fuck down.
Yeah. I want Manny to get her groove back.
Yeah. I want to get to the point where we can watch Maybe It's the Sharks in the Water.
I want Terry and Paige to just kind of fuck around and find out.
Yeah. I want them to just kind of have their own little adventures. They're great.
And I want Liberty to live her best life.
I want Liberty to win.
I want Liberty to go to an anime convention.
I want her to make it to Gen Con.
It's not an anime convention.
I don't know the convention. Listen, I'm not a nerd, okay? I don't know the fucking conventions. One of the different breeds of this shit. She hasn't been hit after the thing, so I don't know if there's no ed or not. Oh, there's no ed!
Run! Run!
I fucking spoke into existence. Jesus Christ.
Get out of there!
And I don't know where any totems are either. Oh, Happy, I'm so sorry. I don't know. Yeah, why know it indeed? Oh, God, I wish I would have been cleansing totems up until this point. Oh, shit.
You tried, Happy. You tried. I'm sorry that this had to happen to you.
I was not paying attention. Fuck
MadHaus,
off.
just leave. Here's this new game I'm gonna play. It's called Just Leave.
I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't save you. I wasn't strong. I hope there's not a no one at the fucking whatever blood ward. There's not.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Happy.
Yeah. You blooped her. You blooped her. You looped her for a long time. Honestly, you were great. You're a fucking MVP for that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Do we want to end it there?
Yeah, I feel like that's a good place to end it. We're done.
Yeah.
We have no more Degrassi to talk about until I don't know, a month from now or whatever.
Yeah.
Thwack. GG's. Wow. This has been a crazy time.
Yeah.
Just
a
thanks for
wild
tuning in, Happy, and
fight.
typing in the chat, and the other two people who typed in earlier that I cannot remember the names of. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The other people. Thanks everyone who wasn't happy.
Candace93, Viking Predator, and Happy P66. Oh, and Trick Dick. I don't know. I don't know how to say that.
Tricky Dick.
Sorry. Tricky Dick? Oh, a Tricky Dick might make sense.
Yeah, I think Tricky Dick.
Can't record that one for TikTok. Anyways. What we ramble about next Monday Night Murder, and also will we do something from Wednesday? Probably not. I don't know. Probably, who knows?
Alright. Bye.
Shout out to your voice. Well, Ava, we gotta say something inspirational before we leave.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Think something good. Man, this is harder than I thought.
Yeah, you put me on the spot
I
here.
feel like people normally have a script for this.
Yeah,
Remember.
a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. But bushes are fucking gay, so don't go
Wow,
there.
that was real good. Remember, everyone, you can murder your friends, but you can't.
But you can't murder.
Wait, you
But
can
you
befriend
can't
your
friend a
murderers, but
murderer.
you can't.
Wait, no, you
friend-
can befriend a murderer. Shit.
Shit. Well, I guess there's no rules. Befriend who you want and murder who you want. Bye.
Yeah.
Do what you
Bye.
want. Bye.